Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call
Ghost.
What's going on, folks? Hey, thank you for tuning in with me to the very first show of 2012. And I'm talking about another edition of True Capitalist Radio. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 190. 190 episodes have gone by of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast for all the folks that are keeping track. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks. Go to the forums. Go to the blogs. And spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, for Christ's sake. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, that's right, baby. Anyway, it is 2012. How do you feel? I mean, just ask yourself, how do you feel, for Christ's sake? And let me tell you something, I don't feel any more different. I do feel a little bit richer, though, and I hope that all the capitalists that have tuned in throughout the year last year of 2011 actually capitalized and made some serious capital, and you are now in a better position than you were in than in the previous year. And if you're not, well, step your game up and step your chain up, using the vernacular of my urban brethren. Anyway, folks, I want to go ahead and get right into the markets because, as I said, we are witnessing a helter-skelter market, folks. This market is way oversold. As the way I see it, I think that the market at this point in time, just based upon the earnings and a lot of different other metrics that I particularly use to measure stocks, I mean, this Dow Jones Industrial should be over 14,000, in my personal opinion. And this is why you see a lot of investors going into a major rally for the first day, or the first trading day of 2012. All right? Moreover, folks, it wasn't just equities, it was commodities also, everything up. And let me tell you something, the reason they're up is for a variety of the reasons that I have said on past broadcasts. And of course, folks, if you want to get to the archive episodes of this show, all you've got to do is go to blogtalkradio.com/ghost. All right? Now, I'm having a pretty good day today because, as I said in the last broadcast, I was bottom feeding. I was going out there when everybody's leaving the market. That's when you get into the market, baby. That's when you start bottom feeding on blue chips. Or if you feel a little high risk, you go into mid caps or small cap stocks. You understand? I mean, when everybody was leaving the commodities of the metals, we're going to talk about that later, yours truly was out there accumulating even more. All right? So let's just go ahead and get through the markets, folks, because I'm giddy. I'm giddy about the markets, and I hope that every true capitalist that began the year this year is just as giddy as I am, because we're going to see a lot more spikes like this, in my personal opinion, here in the beginning of the year, as the beginning of the first quarter continues, when earnings season comes out and we start seeing the effects of all this consumption that we saw here in America in the retail sector, consumer goods, so on and so forth. I think that, in my view, we're going to start seeing investors come back in the market. So let's just get back into the saddle of things, folks. I know that we had the ghosties the previous broadcast. If you hadn't listened to that broadcast, well, then where the hell have you been? You know, I mean, seriously, where the hell have you been? The last episodes literally had nothing to do with the True Capitalist MO of this particular show. So we're going to get back into the swing of things. That's what we're going to do, all right? We're going to get back into the swing of things, and we're going to start talking about the markets, because I know that I have over tens of thousands of capitalists that listen to me throughout the world. And I know that they're anxiously awaiting my particular synopsis, my analysis, and my delivery of the markets, or the first day of the markets of 2012. Let's get to the Dow Jones Industrial, shall we? They are up. Let me tell you, it was up way over 200 points. We were even tipping close to 300 points today in the Dow Jones Industrials. But let me tell you, the day traders basically sold off and took profits because it closed out up 179.82 points, a percentage increase of 1.47% today for the Dow Jones Industrials, closing out at 12,397.40 for the Dow. Let's get to the S&P. It is up 19.46 points, a percentage increase of 1.55% on the day, closing out the S&P 500 at 1,277.06 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ up also. Everything's up for crossing. It's a great day. It was a great day if you were invested in any equities in the global market, you know. Let's get to the NASDAQ. It is up 43.57 points, a percentage increase of 1.67% on the day. Good God. I mean, I'm just reading these. I'm getting giddy because I know how much profits I made today, and hopefully you did too. Up, 1.67%, closing out the NASDAQ at 2,648.72 points for the NASDAQ composite. And for our brethren across the pond, the FTSE 100 is up 127.63 points, a percentage increase of 2.29%, closing at the FTSE at 5,699.91 points. That's right, folks. You heard it right. England cashed out today, baby. Let me tell you something. Let me go ahead and... Where's my drink? Give me my drink, for Christ's sake. I want to say cheers to the capitalists out there in England. They cashed out today. I mean, let me tell you something. If you had any interest in the market out there, you were making capital. You know, making capital. Much props to the English capitalists out there. Cheers. Good stuff. And of course, I'm drinking Johnny Walker Blue Label because drinking is what I like to do. Anyway, the FTSE is majorly up, and I'm sorry if I'm disrespecting some of my English brethren across the pond with my English accent. I'm just trying to give you some props. Well, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go to Germany, for Christ's sake, for our German brethren. Schlagen, Volkswagen. Germany is also up 91.05 points for the DAX index, a percentage increase of 1.50% on the day for the DAX index, closing out the DAX at 6,166.57 points for the DAX. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you were invested in equities, if you were a capitalist, you were making some major, major capital. You know what I mean? I mean, major gains today. You began the year off very well. All right, no BS. Anyway, let's get to commodities so we can get through this and get on with the show here. Let me tell you, we're going to get into energy here, but before I basically report on the prices of energy, I wanted to reiterate that yours truly, if you go back over the past several shows, I basically called this spike in oil. Now, we had a major spike today, and a lot of that has to do with, guess what? Iran. That's right, folks. Let me tell you, I have been talking about Iran flexing nuts to America, and the most recent reports that we reported on here on the True Capitalist radio broadcast is the denial of the certain cargo ships or oil cargo ships that were not allowed to go through the Strait of Hormuz, which is around the supposed sea area within the supposed border of Iran's, a maritime border, whatever the case might be. Anyway, now they're even flexing nuts even more. They're not even denying the Strait of Hormuz or whatever. I'm sorry if I'm butchering up the name. I'm not native to that particular part of the world. But now they're basically flexing nuts, and, well, I shouldn't even get to it. We'll get to it later. Anyway, they're threatening America again, all right, and this is what's basically having all investors going all in on energy. I mean, and what did I say, folks? Once we actually see the military-industrial complex of America actually implement some sort of military strike, an invasion, whatever the case might be, if some military action is implemented in Iran, you better start believing that we are going to see increases in gasoline, increases in WTI sweet crude that we couldn't even imagine. I mean, I would not be surprised to see $10 a gallon of gasoline. I kid you not, folks, and I'm not trying to say that to sit over here and basically scare people. But you have to read the writing on the wall, folks. That's why I report on a lot of things I report on out here, because it's very important to capitalists, all right? The news I report is very important to capitalists, because if something happens with this military tension, this saber rattling that's happening between Iran and the United States, you better guarantee that these energy prices are going to go so goddamn high, people aren't going to be on the streets anymore. People are going to be walking. I'm not joking. It's going to be $10 a goddamn barrel. I'm not joking. You just wait and see. If anything happens, I'm telling you, if any kind of military theater is started between Iran and the United States, mark my word, the prognosticator of prognosticator strikes again. You're going to start seeing anywhere from $8 to $10, possibly plus a gallon of gasoline. And not only that, the prices of everything is going to go up because, once again, why? Because the goods have to get from point A to point B. They use some mode of transportation, and that transportation typically utilizes petroleum. So anyway, let me go ahead and get through the goddamn energy, and we're going to go ahead and get through the markets, and I want to take your calls about this. There's a lot of things to talk about here. Brent crude is up today, get this, $4.77. Yeah. Brent crude, and for all you ass clowns that don't know what Brent crude is, it's the oil that's shipped off to Europe and Asia. All right, it is up $4.77, a percentage increase of 4.44% on the day. I mean, good God. Good Lord. I mean, this is just unbelievable. Closing out Brent crude oil at $112.15 per barrel of Brent crude oil. I mean, it's just unbelievable. What did I tell you? And why is this happening? Because of the saber rattling that's happening between Iran and the United States. Moreover, we're still suffering the repercussions of the Arab Spring. You know, so, I mean, there's just a lot of, destabilized scenarios happening within the world, and as you can see, it's reflecting on the petroleum prices. But let's continue on, all right? We've got gasoline up $39.75 today, a percentage increase of 4.33% on the day for gasoline futures, for Christ's sake. I mean, jeez Christ. Good Lord. I mean, these are almost 5% increases, man, on the day for energy. So you know what I have been saying, all right? You know what I've been saying, that we are going to start seeing increases in oil. Now, people are asking, how do I profit from this? It's very easy, folks. I mean, somewhere in your portfolio, whether you're accumulating equities or whether you're making a play through a company or actually investing in oil via ETF, which is an exchange-traded fund, which is much like a mutual fund. The only difference is you can actually day trade. It's more like an equity. The only difference is that the exchange-traded fund in question reflects the price of oil, let's say. Sometimes it reflects the price of any given commodity, agriculture. Sometimes you can actually invest into ETFs that short the market. So if you have, some of these ETFs that are ETFs based on shorting, for all you folks that are unfamiliar with what shorting is, that's basically individuals who invest that the market is going to have a bad day. Yeah. So anybody who sees that there's a bad day on the market, believe it or not, there's a whole bunch of investors that day that actually made profits. There's actually people that make large sums of money betting against the market. And unfortunately, the whole shorting market is just too complicated to sit here and explain to a budding investor or even a novice investor. But if you're somebody that's really interested in understanding what shorting is, well, I strongly advise you to go to Investopedia or any other source to truly figure out what it is. But if you actually still want to play shorting without actually going into the whole goddamn concept of shorting, ETFs is where you go. All right? Same thing with oil. You don't want to trade oil futures. I mean, you have to have a whole bunch of money in a brokerage account to be able to trade futures. And not only that, futures is a way different financial instrument than a equity, than a stock. Because futures, believe it or not, folks, you are just purchasing the contract between a distributor and an actual, whatever, really. It's just from the distributor. Like a farmer, for instance, if you buy cattle futures, you're buying the contract that's on the market at the CME exchange or whatever exchange that you actually trade through your commodities through. You're actually purchasing the contract, which actually has an end date. And that end date is the actual delivery of commodities from point A to point B. So what speculators do is they actually purchase these particular contracts and hold them for typically short periods of time, no longer than a week, I can imagine. Anybody that holds longer than a week, I think that you're pushing it close to delivery time, and you don't want to make arrangements for that. But believe it or not, you can hold these contracts so that the commodities get even higher in price and basically sell back the contract at the price that it spiked from, or hopefully you didn't lose money, because contracts do lose money. That's why we go over the commodities market, and every time we hear about commodities losing or in the negative, somebody actually purchased contracts, held on to them too long, and sold them at a major loss. So anyway, the reason I'm saying all this complex crap is the fact that the ETFs, exchange-traded funds, make it all easier. You don't have to know about damn shorting. You don't have to know about futures. You don't have to have all these upfront monies as it relates to trading these two financial instruments. With an ETF, you can actually go into an ETF specifically designed to trade oil or short the market or play other commodities without actually going into the financial instrument itself. So that's why I'm saying, folks, there are a bunch of ETFs. I mean, Jesus Christ, there's thousands of them. But in my personal opinion, if you want to capitalize on this potential spike, and remember, this potential spike, we already saw it today, it's 4% plus all across the board in the energy sector. If you want to capitalize on this spike, I would strongly advise you to look into ETFs, exchange-traded funds. All right, one that we talked about many times in 2011 was OIL, which, in my opinion, which is a very inexpensive ETF, in my view. So one can basically obtain that ETF, hold on to it, and if they actually see the spike because of any potential military action against Iran, if the oil prices go up, the ETF goes up. It's just like holding a stock. I mean, and you don't even have to worry about trading futures or anything of that nature. I think that the ETF is one of the greatest financial instruments to be used, especially by novice investors or investors that are budding into the game. So once again, somebody in the chat room is asking, how do I make money on this oil spike? ETFs, or you can invest in the gas companies, Exxons and these conglomerates that are out here in America that make major capital off an increase in the barrels of oil. There's a whole bunch of aspects to play a potential spike in this oil market, and that's why I went into great detail. I know there's a bunch of jerks in here saying, I'm bored. You know what? Shut down this chat room. Implement chat room martial law, engineer. God damn it. We got a bunch of losers in here saying, I'm bored, I don't get it, ETFs and commodities, I don't get it. Well, you idiots just keep not getting it. You know what I mean? The more losers there are that are just going to sit back and fan their nards, hoping that the cottage cheese problem doesn't come back, by the time that they realize that they should have been listening to the True Capitalist radio broadcast and actually been capitalizing, they're going to be waiting in a freaking bread line or in a freaking line waiting for a bowl of soup, for Christ's sake, while the true capitalists that listen to this broadcast and that continue to prosper throughout the world are going to be owning, baby. We're going to be owning while you idiots are just going to be sitting there begging. You're going to be sitting there begging. That's what you're going to be doing. We're going to be owning things. We're going to be owning property. We're going to be owning equities. We're going to be owning commodities, baby. We're going to be owning cars and boats. We're going to be owning everything. You understand that? The capitalists are going to own everything. And what are you people going to do? You're just going to sit there and piss and moan. Piss and moan. That's what you're going to do. Just sit there and piss and moan about the beans that you're getting, for Christ's sake. But you know what? You don't get what you want, you get what you get. All right? If you're just some pathetic loser who's just going to sit on your fat ass and expect some tax-paying system to fund your way of life, you should remember this. You don't get what you want, you get what you get. So, for all these people that are out here trying to rub it in the faces of capitalists like, yeah, baby, I'm out here with the welfare call, baby. I got me a housing voucher program, baby. I'm out here doing my thing, baby, on the government money. I ain't got to do nothing, baby. I ain't got to do Nathan. I ain't got to do Nathan, baby. You want to know why I do what I do, baby? I do it for my kids, baby. My kids. People be hating on me when I pull out my food card, baby. But let me break it down here like this. My kids. That's what I'm doing it for. My kids, baby. Give me a freaking break. So all you idiots in here that are bored, that are pissing and moaning, that are flapping your fat sausages of fingers on the keyboard saying, I'm bored. I just don't get it. Well, then get out. All right? Get out. I don't want you listening to my broadcast anyway, you piece of crap. Get out. I mean, one less listener for you idiot. You think, one less listener. You think I care, for Christ's sake? Huh? That you're bored? I don't want you idiots listening anyway. You're a detriment to society. I'm sure that our tax dollars are being paid to support your useless existence. And you're sitting over here saying, I'm boring. Shut up. All right? Just sit there and shut your stupid, stinking, salmon-smelling hole. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, let me get back to the freaking markets. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, get off on this tirade here. But the bottom line is, folks, I want people to capitalize. And as I said, the whole reason why we're seeing spikes in energy across the board is because of the saber rattling that's happening between Iran and the United States. I called this several shows ago. And for you idiots that are going to sit here and say, no, you didn't, why don't you go back in the archive, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Jesus Christ. Let's continue going with energy, shall we? Heating oil futures are up $12.48, a percentage increase of 4.28% on the day. Natural gas is flat today, pretty much unchanged. And of course, folks, WTI sweet crude, the oil that everybody, even if you're not invested in the market, you should be concerned with, because this particular price of this commodity is going to judge whether or not you are going to pay a high price at the gas pump and high price for products on the damn shelves at the supermarket, the shopping malls, or you're not. All right? Or you're not. So the bottom line is everybody should be concerned about WTI sweet crude, which is the crude oil consumed by America. Anyway, it is up as well, all across the board. Everything's up. Well, WTI is up $4.13. A percentage increase of 4.18% on the day. I mean, good God. Closing out WTI sweet crude at $102.96 per barrel of WTI sweet crude, folks. So let me tell you, if you think that we're going to continue to see receding prices at the gas pump, you got another thing coming, all right? And let me tell you, once something happens with Iran and the United States, well, I wouldn't be surprised to see 10, 15% jumps in one day in this particular commodity. I kid you not, man. I mean, in this volatile market, low volume market, you're goddamn right. I may be undercutting myself, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's continue going. Let's get to agriculture, all right? Anyway, we got canola futures up $2.40, a percentage increase of 0.46% on the day. We've got cocoa up $6, a percentage increase of 0.28% on the day. We've got coffee up 35 cents, a percentage increase of 0.15% on the day. And I don't know if you folks have heard, but I've been saying this as we've been seeing these increases in the commodity of coffee. I've been saying that for all you jerk dicks that make an excuse for being assholes in the morning by saying, "Hey, dude, just don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude. Just don't talk to me unless I have my coffee." Well, you're going to have to pay a little bit more, because did you hear? In certain marketing areas of Starbucks, which, pretty much means certain areas of the United States are actually going to see an increase in their coffee price. That's right. So if you're one of these jerk dicks that goes out there every morning and every afternoon and every evening to consume yourself a little hot latte or whatever you people do out there, I don't know what the hell you people do, well, it's going to cost you a little bit more. And if you would have been just listening to this broadcast, you would have known that ahead of time a long time ago, and you would have been able to factor that into your budget. And screw all you people that are sitting here saying that I'm un-American for not drinking coffee. I mean, gee, don't you idiots realize that coffee isn't even made in America? It's made by some Mexican with a freaking, sombrero and a bottle of tequila and some freaking donkey named Juan Valdez, for Christ's sake. So don't sit over here and give me this crap that, shut up. Anyway, where the hell am I at, engineer? I lost my place because these idiots are sitting here being jerks. All right, I get you. We're at corn now. That's right. Corn is up $12, a percentage increase of 1.86% on the day for corn. And once again, folks, I hate to keep beating a dead horse here, but God damn it. I mean, don't people understand that the reason that we're seeing such just complete increases in corn is because our stupid government is subsidizing the corn ethanol industry? We're burning half of the corn yield, all right? We're burning half of the corn yield, for Christ's sake, man, so that we can turn it into ethanol and put it into supposed alternative energy. Yeah, corn ethanol is an alternative energy. We actually have corn ethanol gas pumps out here in Texas, believe it or not. Yeah. We actually have corn ethanol gas pumps out here in Texas, and we actually have trucks, that are just as big as the gas guzzlers that burn up petroleum. We've actually got trucks out here in Texas that are just as big, these humongous, tanks, for Christ's sake. These damn things are utilizing corn ethanol, and this is what's causing the price of pretty much everything to go up. Because not only is it the price of corn, the ears of corn going up, because now it's freaking 2 ears of corn for $1 if you're lucky? But just look at everything that utilizes high fructose corn syrup as a substitute for sugar. All right? And just look at the ingredients, folks. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised how much goddamn products, canned goods, I mean, you name it, utilizes high fructose corn syrup, all right, as a major component to whatever ingredient of whatever good that you're consuming out here. So whenever corn goes up, well, you're going to see anything that utilizes corn as a component go up also. And that's why whenever I see the corn prices go up, I'm a little concerned. And, welcome to America. It doesn't seem like anybody else is concerned, for Christ's sake. I mean, the only time that people are worried about corn is if they're, having some disgusting sodomy, and then they pull out their private part, and on the tip of their Johnson, there's a piece of corn. That's the only time they ever care about corn. That's it. Jesus Christ. Where the hell am I at, engineer? All right. Where am I at again? All right, wheat futures. That's right. No, I'm at cotton, you idiot. Why are you shoving wheat down my hole? It's cotton. Jesus Christ, the engineer must be hungover, for Christ's sake. I didn't realize, his kind, actually goes and consumes alcohol, for Christ's sake. You know, I figured that there was some law against that, but oh well. Anyway, let's get to cotton because it saw a major spike today. Cotton is up $4, a percentage increase of 4.36% on the day. I mean, good God. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, let me tell you something right now. It looks like these over-feminized fashion attire that's being worn by males under the age of 30 in America are just going to continue to get even tighter. They're going to continue to get even smaller because this cotton price doesn't seem like it's going down at all. I mean, have you seen the new jeans that are coming out nowadays? They're freaking leggings, man. They might as well put spandex on, for Christ's sake. I mean, you know, Jesus Christ, is it me or is everybody looking like Johnny Weir? Anyway, you got Abercrombie Bitch and Hollister and all these dumb... They're all looking like Johnny Weir, for Christ's sake, man. Anyway, cotton is up for all you ass clowns that are worried about all those fruity-ass little threads of yours. It's up. You know, so start factoring in that to your budget, all right, for 2012. Anyway, now we're at wheat there, engineer. You get it? That's right. Anyway, we got wheat down $4.50, a percentage decrease of 0.63%. We've got sugar up majorly. I mean, I wish somebody would have told me about this, but unfortunately sugar is so volatile. It's such a volatile sector that, you know, you literally have to be trading this stock either holding it for 1 or 2 days or possibly 1 or 2 hours. And what I mean by stock, I'm talking about ETF. Of course, if you're a futures trader, well, you know, you're going to have to, you know, play that sugar play a little bit different. But sugar is majorly up today. I mean, Jesus Christ, up $1.21, a percentage increase of, get this, 5.19% increase on the day for sugar. I mean, good God, man. Good Lord. Jesus Christ. We got soybean up $19.75, a percentage increase of 1.64%. Lumber is up $2.50, a percentage increase of 0.96% on the day, and that comes out as people are speculating that 2012 will be the bottom for the real estate market, and this is why you're seeing a lot of increases in lumber. Because people actually believe this. I mean, you know, you have to factor in that, you know, we've been trying to recover from a bottom-out market in the real estate sector for 4 years, all right, since 2008. Moreover, I mean, have you checked out interest rates? I mean, I'm telling you right now, you are never going to see interest rates this low ever again, all right, ever again. So if you're somebody who is old enough to be able to somehow maneuver yourself into purchasing some sort of piece of real estate, I would strongly advise you to do, even if you can't purchase a piece of real estate, purchase a nice car, all right, and not a new car either. You idiots that buy new cars off the lot, they depreciate 30% right when you take them off the lot, you stupid morons. But I'm talking about like a classic, you know? I mean, you know, believe it or not, classic cars are a good way, as long as you don't run them down or wreck them. They're a good way to be able to hedge any type of income that you possibly have, or any type of nest egg, or any type of savings that you may have. Because let me tell you something right now, you don't want to keep it in cash, folks. You don't want to keep it in cash because our government is continuing to spend out its wazoo, all right? It's continuing to spend out its wazoo, and it's devaluing the value of our dollar. I mean, there are so many outstanding currency notes at this point in time that the way and the rate that our government is spending, at some point in time, our dollar is going to be worthless. And the reason it's going to be worthless is because we are not being fiscally responsible. There are more people taking out of the taxpayer system than putting in. And let me tell you, when the dollar becomes so depleted to the point where it's useless, you better be holding on to something that you can somehow liquidate or trade in whatever is going to be the currency of the time. I'm just saying. Anyway, we were getting to the real estate market because we were talking about lumber. I feel that 2012 is a bottoming out point for the real estate market. And look, for all you people that think that you can go out and become house flippers and that sort of thing, that's not the new real estate game. All right? The new real estate game is you're going to purchase a piece of property to rent it. income properties. Have you seen rent in correlation to the price of property? I mean, there's not even a correlation, for Christ's sake. I mean, you can actually finance a house and actually have a lower mortgage than you can rent in the United States of America. You understand? I mean, I'm not joking. And the reason is because we have more people that are never going to be qualified for a home. Because remember, the economic contraction of 2008 put almost 50% of people into toxic areas with the bank and the financial institutions. I mean, these people foreclosed. They got their cars repossessed. There's a whole bunch of reasons why we're seeing an increase in rent. These people are never going to be able to buy another house again. They're toxic with the financial institutions. But they can still earn revenue. They can still earn money. You know, they probably found a new job. They probably are able to save some capital, but they want to still live that life that they had pre-2008. How are they going to do it if they can't finance a house with the bank? They're going to have to rent, baby. They're going to have to rent, and yours truly is positioning himself, and I hope that you're positioning yourself to be able to capitalize on this trend that is not only happening, but it's going to continue to happen, in my personal opinion, as people to continue to shit out children like they're going out of style. And moreover, we've got more and more people, as the economy rebounds, finally able to go out and spend some capital, and as opposed to going out and actually purchasing a home, their only option is going to be to rent. And I want to be the landlord when it comes to that. You understand? I want to be the landlord when it comes to that, baby. And I hope that you're the landlord. That's what I'm saying, baby. You have to start owning. You have to start owning. You got to position yourself to obtain assets so you can own. Because if you don't own anything, you are at the whim of this government, and you are at the whim of us capitalists. Because us capitalists are the ones that fund these little people in government. We're the ones that keep this government with money. And let me tell you something. At some point in time, us capitalists are going to want to collect out of all these idiots that have done nothing but been detriments to our society, and we're going to collect with interest out of your ass. Anyway, where the hell was I at, engineer? God damn it. Oh, that's right. Oat futures. Oat futures are down $11 today. One of the few things that were down majorly. It was down $3.55 today for oats. Jesus Christ, unfreaking real. We've got soybean oil futures up 69 cents today, a percentage increase of 1.32%. And wool futures are unchanged today. It looks like the bull-nosed bull dykes didn't come out to see if there was any freshly cut pieces of wool for themselves to devour today. So no Rosie O'Donnell, no beak-necked Ellen DeGeneres, and no Jodie Foster's knuckle. No, because wool is unchanged today. Anyway, let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Oh, my God, if you were invested in metals, if you were a diversified investor, you just saw your whole portfolio go up today. I mean, what a day for the markets. What a day. Anyway, copper is up $8.85, a percentage increase of 2.58% on the day. I mean, good God. And, of course, the reason that you're going to see an increase in copper is because copper reflects increases in the equities market. Because, once again, copper is a major component in durable goods, a major component in appliances, so on and so forth. All right? So on and so forth. So, once again, whenever you see increases generally in the equities market, you're going to probably see 9 times out of 10 an increase in copper. Unless we're witnessing another helter-skelter type of market. Anyway, let's get to gold, shall we? Because gold saw an increase today. What did I tell everybody about precious metals? What did I tell everybody about precious metals? Not in the Ghosty show, but the show previous to the Ghosties. Huh? What did I tell everybody about metals? I say, hey, it is the time to start accumulating metals. All right, start accumulating them because let me tell you, they're going to increase in 2012. And the reason is, folks, is because our government is not stopping spending its money. The more and more our government spends, the less and less our dollar is worth, man. And by default, just by that angle itself, the metals are going to rise in value by default. Anyway, gold is up $37.20, a percentage increase of 2.37% on the day. Woo! Jesus Christ, closing out gold at $1,600 or $604 flat. $1,604 flat per troy ounce of gold. Now let's get to silver, baby. Oh, man, let's get to silver because I've been bullish on silver. You know it as well as I know it. I've been saying, look, I'm going to accumulate silver. Even if it's going down, I'm going to continue to accumulate silver. And we had people sitting here saying,
well, Ghost, I don't really think it's a good idea. I mean, silver is just not, a very viable commodity at this point in time. I don't know. I mean, you got
shut up, all right? You people don't know your asses from your elbow because did you see silver? I mean, did you see silver, for Christ's sake? I mean, good God, the prognosticator strikes again. Woo! Did you all see silver, baby? I mean, just listen to this. If you would have just listened to me on the last week of the year of 2011 and would have just accumulated silver, you would be up just on today. Let me just go ahead and read silver's price so I can tell you what you would have been up on today alone, all right? I'm giddy, for Christ's sake, because you know I've been accumulating silver, baby. You know I've been accumulating silver. Anyway, silver is up $1.76, a percentage increase of, get this, 6.33% on the day. I mean, good God. That's 6.33% on your goddamn money, baby. Woo! God damn, let me tell you something right now. It's going to continue to go up, baby. It's going to continue to go up. I'm not joking. You people that are all sitting here saying, I just don't think it is. It's going to continue to go up. And not only that, you're going to get more percentage value for your dollar when you invest in silver as opposed to investing in gold. Not to say that gold is not, it's not a horrible investment by any means. But if you want to get more percentage increase for your dollar, let me tell you something, silver, baby. All right, silver. And I'm telling you right now, silver is not a long-term investment. All right, this is going to be an investment that's good for at least 6 to 9 months, but it could possibly tip into the 12-month category, or 12-month territory, I should say. But 6 to 9 months is my projected holding pattern for this particular commodity. Because in my view, I think that we are going to see the metric set forth last spring, which was $50 a troy ounce per troy ounce of silver. I mean, we set that last spring. I mean, we were sitting here saying, it was April 2011, that was $50 a troy ounce of silver. All right, now that was a metric set forth back then. I think that not only are we going to see that metric, but I also think that we are going to surpass that metric. Now, by how much, I'm not particularly sure. It's up to the market, but that's a metric that is to be used. If you see silver up to about $50 a troy ounce, my personal opinion, what I would do, and I'm going to do, is basically sell off maybe 50% of my holdings so I can cash out and actually have some decent cash. Remember, I'm buying in at about 29, 27, 30. I'm just buying in at all these rates, for Christ's sake. I sell off 50% of my holdings in silver at about $50 a troy ounce, and then I sit and wait. All right, I sit and wait. Because you never know what the market may do. The market may retract. You may have a lot of people just going in and just cashing out, and then we'll start seeing the retraction of silver thereafter. Or you might see people say, hey, this is a great metric. We've already surpassed the $50 per troy ounce mark. So let's just go ahead and let's just get right into it, and we're going to see a tremendous spike thereafter. We don't know. Remember, this is a helter-skelter market, for Christ's sake. So, in my personal opinion, I am strongly bullish on silver. Whether you're accumulating it physically, whether you're playing this through some kind of an ETF, it doesn't matter. I think that everybody needs to seriously entertain this particular financial instrument so that not only can you hedge against inflation, but possibly making a serious And I'm talking about serious increase on the value of your investment. Anyway, you know, these idiots are... Implement chat room martial law, engineer. God damn it. Yes, sir. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm giddy, for Christ's sake. I know these idiots are going to be sitting here, they're spamming like a bunch of jerk dicks in the chat room. But, hey, 6.33% on your goddamn money today on silver. And that's not including all the money that I made on the equities that rose today, for Christ's sake. So, man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I feel wonderful. All right? Let's get to livestock so we can go ahead and end the market, shall we? We've got live cattle futures up 2 cents, a percentage increase of 0.02% on the day. We've got we got cattle feeder futures. Cattle feeder futures up 82 cents today, a percentage increase of 0.55% on the day. And good God, another prognostication that has come to pass that Ghost prognosticated. Good God, it's great to be right. For all you fat jelly-ass ham bones that like to shove a couple of ham bones down your gullets. What did I say about ham bones? Huh? What did I say about lean hog futures? I said we were going to see a short-term spike because of the holidays, because I have said if you just walked by or drove by your nearest honey-baked ham location in your particular metropolis and saw all the white cracker-ass, pale-faced white folk waiting in lines in the hundreds for a freaking ham bone. I mean, you know as well as I, that is going to be an increased spike in ham bone consumption, and at some point it's going to reflect in the future. All right? Now, let me go ahead and get to the lean hog future prices because, good God, the prognosticator of prognosticators strikes again. Lean hog up $1.32, a percentage increase of 1.57% on the day. I mean, good God. And you know I was playing lean hog ETF. You know, I'm not out here trading futures on lean hog. I'm purely invested in ETF. And let me tell you, if you were invested in lean hog ETF, you're making some major money. And that's what I'm doing, baby. That's what I do. Making money. That's what I do. Oh, my God. Give me a drink, man. Good God. Give me a drink. Oh. Anyway, folks, that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. Man, I'm feeling giddy today. And let me tell you, all the increases in the markets, you have to know why. You have to know why. There's a smile on my face, for Christ's sake, because I'm a capitalist, baby. I'm a capitalist. Anyway, folks, it's unfortunate that yours truly isn't, looked upon as a credible member of the investment community by, the CNBCs and the Fox businesses and the Bloombergs. But who cares, Let those idiots get bamboozled by the so-called analysts, by the assholes that always get it wrong, for Christ's sake, while us capitalists are actually trying to go out there and make something, do something. We understand how to read the markets. We understand how to analyze the data. We understand how to analyze everything that's going on around us because we are true capitalists, baby. We are true capitalists. Anyway, cheers to everybody out there throughout the world that is a capitalist. I'm going to take one more drink because I'm giddy, man. You know I'm celebrating today. Woo! Anyway, let's go ahead and go right into the first subject matter, folks. And we may take a little bit on this subject. I know we may break at the top of the next hour so that we can, have some Twitter shout-outs. But you know what tonight is, folks. That's right, the GOP Iowa caucus. That's right, the GOP Iowa caucus is tonight, and that means that we are going to see who Iowa is going to put as the GOP's poster child for the meantime, because I want to reiterate why I think Iowa should no longer be the first destination for caucusing or primary, for the primaries in general, all right? Because the Iowan people, whatever you call these people, they're stupid, all right? They're a bunch of idiots. I mean, did you see who they chose the past 2 times that they had Iowa caucuses for the GOP? Y'all remember who they? Okay, the first time around, the last time. Let's say the last time they had a GOP caucus, they had Mike Huckabee as the winner of the Iowa caucus. All right. Prior to Mike Huckabee, they actually chose Pat Buchanan. Pat Buchanan, believe it or not, won the Iowa caucus when he ran for president. So, what am I saying? I'm saying that we should not be reading a lot into what happens in the Iowa caucus. To be honest with you folks, I have said who I think is going to win. I think it's going to be Ron Paul, even though I don't think that Ron Paul should be president. I disagree with the man. He's kind of kooky. You know, he kind of reminds me of that freaky old man that's rummaging through your damn garbage for, Coke cans and beer cans and that sort of thing. But I believe that Ron Paul, believe it or not, if Romney doesn't pull this through, it's going to be a tight one between him and Ron Paul. I know that Rick Santorum has surged recently, but let's be honest. I mean, give me a freaking break with Rick Santorum, man. All right? Look, we're not in the civilization at this point in time to be focusing in on conservative values at this point in time, all right? Our country is in danger. We're in economic peril. The world is in disorder. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all people want to do is be able to support themselves, be able to have opportunities so they can get jobs out here, for Christ's sake. We want proper education. This idiot Santorum is sitting over here pushing forth, we shouldn't allow gay marriage. Oh, those gays. Oh, God damn those gays. I mean, are you kidding me, Santorum? God damn it. I mean, these stupid, divisive issues shouldn't even be a subject in any of these debates. We are in times of peril, for Christ's sake. We are in times of peril. We shouldn't be worried about abortion, like, I'm pro-life, and when I'm president, I'm going to make sure that I put an amendment that we, respect life. But shut up. Just sit there and shut up, for Christ's sake, all right? Can't believe this guy. Can't believe him. He's going to sit over here and surge in the polls because of conservatism. Jesus Christ. Look, you know who we need in office here? All right? We need somebody that is going to make America a formidable force in the world today. We're being laughed at by everybody, all right? I mean, we've got Iran flexing nuts, for Christ's sake, in America. I mean, do you understand that in 2009 that the Iranian country was at the tipping point of revolution, that they almost lost control of the country, for Christ's sake, and now here it is, 2012, all of a sudden they're flexing nuts at us? Not only are they denying our oil tankers going through the Strait of Hormuz, but now they are threatening the United States if they put any more aircraft carriers in the Persian Gulf. I mean, would Iran have done this when George W. Bush was in power? I think not. Huh? I mean, look at Pakistan, for Christ's sake. They're already threatening to, shoot down our drones. Huh? They're going to shoot down our drones, for Christ's sake. And meanwhile, we got some news out of Pakistan that's going to, make the prognostication of me suggesting that there's going to be a coup there even that much more valid. I mean, we cut and run out of Iraq. Not only did we waste I don't know how many trillions of dollars in liberating these useless people, but moreover, I don't know how many thousands of lives of military service people were sacrificed out there, and we cut and run from there, for Christ's sake. And guess what? Iraq's on the verge of a freaking revolution. Oh, yeah, Iraq's on the verge of a freaking revolution. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. This is why I'm saying, folks, I mean, we need a leader that's going to implement America as a formidable force once again, all right? I mean, why do you think that the Europeans are starting to take the lead, Why do you think Sarkozy and the European Union and old-ass institutions like NATO are trying to take the lead out here while Barack Obama's just sitting back, I don't know, hooking up the Taliban or hooking up the Al-Qaeda in Libya. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. We want to talk a little bit about the Iowa caucus and why we even should find this relevant, because the past couple of times that they've chosen candidates, they've been way off. Way off. I mean, the past couple of times, Mike Huckabee and Pat Buchanan. Pat Buchanan, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. So you think I'm a lunatic? Pat Buchanan? Anyway, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. What do you think about the Iowa caucus? Who's going to be the winner tonight? As a matter of fact, it begins right as this show ends the broadcast. All right, so I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Let's go ahead and see what people have to say about the Iowa caucus and see who they're voting for, see who they're supporting. Who do we got here? We got area code 609. What's up? You're on the horn.
Chris, what do you disagree with about Ron Paul?
I disagree with his foreign policy. I disagree with his economic policy, going back to the gold standard.
First off, on the foreign policy, so you want to be the policeman of the world and you want to keep killing innocent Middle Eastern civilians?
Here we go. Look, you Ron Paul people, you know what Ron Paul is? He's a way for liberals to somehow go across into the pseudo-conservative side without actually putting both feet into the pool. You understand? I mean, do you hear this guy?
Oh, so you support, killing innocent people and you think
You stupid moron. Let me tell you something. This is what Ron Paul wants to do. He wants to take all military assets throughout the international community that belong to America and bring them back to the United States. Close all military bases throughout the international community. That means, take the troops off of the demilitarized zone in North and South Korea. That means taking away all over the world and bring them back to America so that, I don't know what, so we could protect our little island out here? I mean, we already tried that, asshole, and that was the pretext to world wars, jerk dick. Isolationism does nothing but provide opportunity for rogue nations that are basically led by lunatics. I mean, you understand that? I mean, that's the whole concept of isolationism is what brought in the world wars of the world's past. And now Ron Paul wants us to go back to that. He wants us to go back to fighting primitive, little pre-made borders by monarchs thousands of years ago. Give me a break. First of all, that's primitive, all right? Secondly, going back to the gold standard, I mean, don't you idiots realize that going back to the gold standard would tremendously hurt the majority of the people in America that already have nothing? I mean, you have to understand that more than 70%, from what I've read, more than 70+% of America doesn't have a pot to piss in. They can't even go out. If you told them that they have to come up with $2,000, 70% of America could not come up right now. If you needed, we need $2,000 from you, they couldn't come up with it. They would not be able to come up with it, for Christ's sake. So you mean to tell me that you want to go back to a gold standard, which would in turn, for all you economics people, you need to start reading into this, even though you're such infatuated with Ron Paul's so-called pseudo-economics, that we would have to recall all currency notes that are currently outstanding that were put forth by the Federal Reserve, all right? That means all money would have to be recalled. It would be null and void. That would be the end of the dollar. Then we would reissue currency based upon the supply of gold, which would limit the amount of money circulating in the general public. So what does that mean? What does that mean exactly? That means there's going to be less currency notes floating around out here for Americans to earn, for Americans to, be able to sell, so on and so forth, which in turn, who's going to hurt when we go back to the gold standard? Who's going to hurt the most? The 70% of the people that are basically going to be out in the cold because they don't own gold. They don't own real estate. They don't own dick, all right? You know what they own? They own their bodysuits and they're lucky to even have some shit-stained shorts and a sweat-stained T-shirt and a Dale Earnhardt bandana if they're lucky. All right? So don't sit over here and give me this goddamn nonsense that going back to the gold standard is going to be the savior for the economic situation of America. It would be so detrimental for the people, it would shock people into revolution. You know it, and I know it. All right? So go ahead. Where the hell that idiot go? Are you there, sir? Are you there?
Service in glory hole, and, little old ghost here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was your Ron Paul caller right there. You see that? When you put him into a goddamn corner and basically make him look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack, what do? They resort to the crap that you just heard there. Huh? That's why I'm saying, folks. That's why I'm saying. I know Ron Paul sitting over here infuriating a whole bunch of people because, oh, yeah, the gold standard. That sounds cool. I like gold. Gold's shiny. Yeah, I like it. Stupid idiots don't realize that if you think you're suffering now, you think that you're suffering in 2011, the 99% thinks they're suffering now. You wait if we implement the gold standard back and null and void all these legal tender that are outstanding currently and then reissue currency based upon the supply of gold. Do you understand that there's only a limited supply of gold? So that means there'll be a limited supply of currency notes circulating in America. And as a result, the only people that are going to be able to obtain those currency notes are those that own something. Those that own something. And once again, 70%, well, according to Occupy Wall Street, 99% of America doesn't own shit. And once again, how is the gold standard going to help us? It's not. All right? It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's nothing more than a rallying cry. That's all Ron Paul is a rallying cry behind America's stupidity. Because, people want to blame the Federal Reserve. People want to blame, this institution, that institution. They want to blame this. They want to blame... Hey, you need to blame yourselves, you stupid jerks. All right? You need to blame yourself for your own economic situation, for Christ. You're going to sit over here and blame the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is trying to keep monetary integrity as it relates to governments, our government, spending like it's going out of style, for Christ's sake. You people are idiots, man. You people are morons. And, I know that you people think that, oh, well, the gold standard, it sounds nice. I like gold. I like bling. I like wearing gold like a little flip. Yeah, sure. Stupid idiots. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me move on to another subject. We're already 1 minute in to the second hour of the True Capitalist radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get on any more with the GOP Iowa caucus subject matter, I want to go ahead and give some Twitter shout-outs. But before I do, please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks. Go to the forums. Go to the blogs. And spread it around like wildfire, all right? And for all you fat, lazy ham bones that are too lazy to open up a freaking window, we got all kinds of little buttons underneath the player right there, right? We got all kinds of little Facebook like buttons, Google Plus buttons, all right? Retweet this buttons, share this button. Use and abuse those buttons, baby, all right? It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake. Anyway. I'm sorry, man, that asshole that's called up about Ron Paul, and then when I put him in his place, he sits here and plays some audio clip. That's the epitome of America, and it pisses me off. More than, I guess, 80, 90% of America is completely walking around oblivious. Completely. Anyway, let me lock down this chat. Lock down that chat room, engineer. All right, folks, what I'm going to do here is I am going to give shout-outs to anybody who goes to my Twitter account, which is Ghost Politics, all right? All one word, no underscores. It's right there in front of you, Ghost Politics, and retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, all right? It's that simple. If you want a shout-out right here, right now, here live on the True Capitalist radio broadcast, all one has to do All one has to do is just go ahead and retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account, baby. And that's all there is to it. Anyway, let's go ahead and take some Twitter. Do we have any Twitter shout-outs there, engineer? Well, all right. According to the engineer, we do have a few Twitter shout-outs to be had out here, so let's go ahead and get to them. Let's see. We got Gasgara Hits Dogs. We've got Fat-Free Milkman. We've got My Little Gimp. We got Spongies for Ghost. We got Red Slime Gimp. We've got Ghost. I'm not going to say that, you stupid jerk. We got somebody named Gimp Politics. What's up with all the freaking Gimps, man? What's up with all the freaking Gimps, for Christ's sake, man? What is this, some kind of a sick joke? Huh? What are y'all, pretending to be amputees and you want people to get freaky with your nubs or something? I don't get it. What's up with this Gimp crap? I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, let me continue going here. Let's see who else we got. We got Old Man Coot, some guy named Old Man Coot in the house. Sergeant Yoda in the place. What's going on, Sergeant Yoda? How you doing, man? We've got King Ghidorah. We've got Ghosty Balls. NWO Informant. We got MNK Gaming Nation. We got Flamin' Nipple Chop, for Christ's sake. It looks like another Flamin' Nipple Chop. It doesn't look like the same Flamin' Nipple Chops that usually, does the Twitter shout-out. So let's continue going, shall we? Who else do we got, engineer? We got somebody named Tranny Gimp. Tranny Gimp? Jesus Christ. We got Republican Gimp, Democratic Gimp, Communist Gimp, Socialist Gimp. What the freaking hell, man? Enough of the Gimps, all right? Enough of the Gimps. I don't care if you're walking around with a limp, all right? Freaking Gimp, get a crutch. Anyway, we got White Slime Boy. We've got IBAN Ezo, that stupid piece of garbage. I was hoping that maybe 2012 was going to end your life force or something, but I guess not. Who else do we got going on here? Who else, engineer? All right, I'll do a couple more, and that's about it. Who else we got? We got Torzier. What's going on? We got Poop Juper. We got B. Hollamans. We got White Slime Boy. We got 2012 USA Default. Says shove it up your ass, all right? You stupid jerk dicks, all right? You don't have to rub it in the freaking faces of America out here. Look, I know that the American public sucks, all right? I know that they'd rather be watching the latest fruity little jerk-off hopping around a stage on American Idol like he's got a gerbil hanging out his ass, as opposed to paying attention to the political system. I get it, but don't rub it in our faces, all right? Don't rub it in our faces. Who the hell else do we got, for Christ's sake? We got Electrons Be Free. We got Care Berries for Go. Care Berries? Man, now y'all are getting obnoxious with this shit now, man. Oh, excuse my French, but y'all are getting obnoxious with this crap. I mean, we got Bronies, we got SpongeBobbies, now we got Care Berries, we got the Pegasus Sisters. I mean, Jesus Christ, grow up! Grow up, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Turd Burglar. Who else do we got? I'm just going to say a couple more because I'm getting tired of these sick-ass twisted names that are trying to make me look like a jerk dick. Who else do we got, engineer? Engineer! Who else do we got? All right, who else we got? We got Gimp Poop Tickler. All right, that's enough. Forget it. It's nothing but Gimps, for Christ. It's nothing but freaking Gimps, for Christ's sake, man. It's nothing but a bunch of freaking Gimps, so I'm not even going to do any more. Screw the Twitter shout-outs, all right? Screw the Twitter shout-outs. It's nothing but a bunch of Gimps. I mean, Jesus Christ, do you think I want to give shout-outs to nothing but a bunch of Gimps, for Christ's sake? I mean, Jesus Christ, give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Anyway, before we got into Twitter shout-outs and all that other nonsense, we were talking about the GOP Iowa caucus, which is tonight. And as a matter of fact, right when you get off of this broadcast, you should tune in to your favorite news media outlets so you can, keep up with it and make sure that, your favorite supposed statesman, gives it to you right in the Iowa caucus, Anyway, let's take some callers here. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. What do you think about your Iowa caucus? You think it's pretty loose or what? Area code 773, you're on the horn. What's up? I never said that, you stupid jerk dick, all right? And that's so 2011, all right? Jesus Christ. Who else got 239? You're on the horn. What's up?
Okay. Hello. Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. What's going on, man?
Oh, hi, that's good. And what is capitalism anyway?
What is capitalism? Well, you know what? Why don't you put down the freaking Care Bear or the Teddy Ruxpin and just get off yourself. Too young to even be listening to this broadcast, for Christ's sake, man. What is Asho, passing out the damn True Capitalist Radio broadcast link at the freaking KinderCare? Jesus Christ. 812, what's up? What do you think about the Iowa caucus?
Take a piss on my granny.
Here we go with the damn splices, for Christ's sake. Let me tell you something. I'm in such a good mood right now because I've made so much money today. You're not. All right? You are not, and I repeat, you are not going to get me off keister today. All right? All right? I got a smile on my face, baby. You are not going to get me off keister today. All right. Who else do we got going on? Area code 773. You're on the horn. I don't want to hear any goddamn audio splice. 843, what's up?
Hey, Ghost. Happy Baller Friday.
It's not Baller Friday, idiot. It's Taco Tuesday, all right? It's Taco Tuesday, you idiot. Stupid moron. Why don't you get it straight, all right? I mean, don't you know that I am now the king of Mexicans? I mean, Taco Tuesday is a very big deal in some parts of Latin America, for Christ's sake. And I want to say hola to Americana Latina. That's it. Is that how you fools say it in South America? Hola Americana Latina. All right, how you doing? Huh? Burrito and all that stuff, man. Much props to my listeners out there in South America. And I got a lot of listeners, believe it or not, in South America and Mexico, man. Orale, what's going on? How you doing? Who else have we got going on over here? We got area code 661. What's up? You're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost, why didn't I get a speech?
What?
Why didn't I get a speech?
Who are you?
I'm the SurgeRadio.org guy.
Well, because we hate you. That's why, all right? We hate you. 267, what's up? What, did you just fall off your chair or something? You all right? What is it? Oh, Jesus Christ, just farted. Get this seat. Get him off, for Christ's sake. Come on. We're not here to hear your bodily functions and to hear you fall off tables and all this other nonsense. Do you understand that the GOP Iowa caucus is tonight? I mean, this is serious business, for Christ's sake. You people don't even care. Jesus Christ. 571, what do you think about the Iowa caucus? Jesus Christ, you got this idiot trying to blow me over the phone, for Christ's sake. Get the hell off! 336, what do you think about the Iowa caucus? I hate to keep bimbo, fat jelly cottage cheese ass. Yeah, shut up, you audio splicing piece of crap. You're not going to get me upset today. Do you understand that? I made too much money today to get upset, all right? This is a Taco Tuesday edition, baby, all right? Taco Tuesday. As a matter of fact, after I get off the show, I'm going to walk down to 6th Street and get me some of them fajita tacos. Yeah, some fajita. Some good stuff there. All right, who the hell else? We got 520. What's up? You're on the horn.
In West Austin, born and raised, in the studios where he spent most of his days, chilling out, drinking, broadcasting all cool, and all, shooting some bronies outside of the school when a couple of trolls who were up to no good started making trouble in his neighborhood. He crushed one little Camp Island crane and got scared. She said, "You're moving your broadcaster equipment will be spared."
And we can't even understand you because it's obvious you got a cleft palate from all the oral sex you're giving to people in park bathrooms, for Christ's sake, because it's messing up your speaking abilities. All right, we can hear your lispy ass. It's ruining it. It ruined the whole flow. 201, what's up? What do you think about the Iowa cock ass?
Hello?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, man. Well, it's pretty cool. I mean, like, all these presidents and stuff. Wait. Back to the Germany thing.
You idiot. All these presidents and stuff. These aren't presidents, you idiot. They're running for president, and they're running for the position to run for president. This is the Iowa cock ass, you stupid moron. Jesus, let's take some Skype callers, because these people suck. All right, let's take some Skype callers. Hopefully they have some intellectual insight. We got Against 11s. What's up? What do you think about the Iowa cock ass? Man, you idiots have Nickelodeon fetishes, all right? Look, Nickelodeon will never go back to that day in your childhood, all right? It's lame now, all right? It's freaking lame, all right? They're putting out Zoe 101. You know, speaking of which, you know what I saw on ABC Family? Not to necessarily get off the subject matter. You think that, hey, when you click on ABC Family, you're going to get yourself some family-oriented entertainment, especially during the holidays, right? Right, especially during the holidays. No, you know what they put on right after, what the hell were we watching? One of them Christmas movies. I think it was Santa Claus 2 or 3, one of those Tim Allen movies. All right? The fam and I were sitting there, you know, we had youngins there, you know, watching ABC Family. Excuse me, I'm cracking up here because it almost chokes me to tears that ABC Family can get away with this crap. Anyway, right after the Christmas show, all right, they actually put on the movie Pretty Woman. I'm not joking. ABC Family, man. ABC Family putting on the movie Pretty Woman. And what, this is supposed to be the new America? I mean, I'm sitting here watching this with, you know, my granddaughters and my grandson. I mean, and I'm supposed to sit here and what? Continue watching this crap about some disgusting dish rag whore prostitute that gets the lucky trick that actually cares that she gives a decent hump? I don't want to see this crap. I mean, they were showing freaking Pretty Woman on ABC Family, and I ain't joking, man. Jesus Christ, man. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of America that we're living in. This is the kind of America that we're living in. So all you people that are playing all these Nickelodeon and little kindred spirit songs from your nostalgic child youth, it's gone. It's gone, and it's never coming back. And you can thank liberal and feminist Hollywood for that crap. Jesus Christ. I'm going to take a couple of more calls about the Iowa cock ass, but it doesn't seem like nobody really cares about the Iowa cock ass, so I don't know. We'll take a couple of more calls and see what's up. 941, what's going on?
Hey, Ghost, it's me. Listen, I feel terrible about the broadcast about the Harbinger, and I want to tell him I'm sorry for what I did.
Oh, okay. You were the guy that was talking for the Hairbinger. And, you know, the Hairbinger was saying that, hey, wait a minute, I didn't authorize this guy. This was during the Ghosties, of course. I didn't authorize this guy to make a speech for me. So you're out there making it public that you are apologizing to the Hairbinger?
Yeah. It won't happen again. I'm just going to let him make it up to him to let him do the speech whenever he's available on Ghost Politics.
Don't worry about it there. And you know what? I know that you're from Hungary, so much props to all the true capitalists from Hungary, man, all right? Much props. Anyway, a couple more callers about the Iowa cock ass, and we're moving on. Hey, 206, how do you feel about the Iowa cock ass?
Yeah, I was wondering who you wanted to support for the caucus.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not supporting any of these people, all right? I'm not supporting any of these people because they are all people that are they're related to the system. I mean, these are career bureaucrats that are running for the GOP nomination to run for president. I mean, that's why when Herman Sugar Cane, my man, was running for the nomination, and he was in the lead as it related to the early poll numbers, that's why the GOP basically backstabbed this man. They backstabbed this man because he was not a part of the system. He was not a career bureaucrat. This man was from the private sector, and he was actually proposing ideas that were going to change the system, that was going to re-engineer the damn bureaucracy, and bureaucrats don't like that, all right? Bureaucrats don't like that. So when the GOP backstabbed him and basically brought out these confidential litigations into public view, then you had the liberal media harp on this, for Christ's sake, like a freaking beetle on a juicy boxer shit. I mean, seriously, man, how many people took that much scrutiny, huh? I mean, do you hear Newt Gingrich taking that much media scrutiny from 360-degree angles? Absolutely not. You don't see any of these bureaucrats relating to the system getting this type of disgusting, despicable, picking apart character assassination by the media. And you want to know why, folks? Because this is not a government made for the people and by the people. This is a government made for the system and by the system. And you see, what's unfortunate is that it can still be for the people again if they get up off their fat jelly asses and realize that they need to start voting for their economic interest. They need to start voting for an economic situation that's going to be low in personal and corporate taxes, yet somehow broadening the tax base so that not only can the American government fulfill its financial obligations, but also have a government that is fiscally responsible and is actually going to cut from all the outgoing expenses. Because let me tell you, all the money the government's spending, and the more and more it's adding on to it, is devaluing our dollar. And nobody's talking about that except for Ron Paul, and you got this idiot talking about going back to the freaking gold standard. Anyway, that's enough. Nobody cares about the Iowa caucus. Nobody cares about the situation that's happening tonight. For all those that are, once again, after the broadcast, they're going to be on every freaking news channel broadcasting the results of the Iowa caucus. So I hope you enjoy that. Anyway, let's continue going. Speaking of the Iowa caucus, the Obama campaign is taking out attack ads against the GOP today in the local Iowa newspapers and in the internets and that sort of thing to try to sway some of these voters or these caucuses people, these caucus people, to persuade them from not actually participating in the caucus. Yeah, so the Obama campaign actually put out all these ads in Iowa so that they can, supposedly remind folks in Iowa that,
hey, it was Bush's fault. It was Bush that got us here, and, you just remember that.
I'm not joking, man. He put out I don't know how many ads out there. If you're in Iowa, if you've witnessed one, give me a call, 646-652-4869. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the Iowa caucus, Obama, the whole 9 yards? What do you think about this stuff? All right, area code 520, what's up?
In West Austin, born and raised in the studio.
Yeah, shut up, you stupid moron, all right? You already got a fail the last time. You're going to continue to get a fail, fruit bowl. 480 radio, what's going on? Not radiography, what's going on?
Not much, Ghost. How about yourself? I'm just kind of disappointed in the general GOP layout that we have going right now. I mean, there are no good candidates, exactly what you were saying, man.
No good candidates is right, man. I mean, the candidate that they're trying to push forth as the anointed one, Mitt Romney, looks just a little bit more, a slight bit more conservative than Obama. I mean, and that ain't saying much. I mean, he looks like a literal carbon copy of Obama. I mean, literally, the Obamacare that is implemented today that's going to, supposedly come into play, was it 2013, 2014? It is based on the Romney care that was put forth as a governor when he was the governor of Massachusetts. So basically, Obamacare is Romney care. So I don't know who to vote for in this scenario. I mean, everybody else is a bureaucratic idiot, a bumbling, stumbling bureaucratic joke that isn't really talking about the problems. They're not actually talking about cutting spending, and if they are, it's nothing but cosmetic crap. They're not talking about how they're going to broaden the base of tax collection while lowering taxes. They're not talking about any of this stuff. They're not talking about real foreign policy. So you're absolutely right. I don't know who the hell to vote for in this election. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I'm voting for anybody. I might stay home like I stayed home the last time.
I'm just going to write in Lauren Faust, 2012.
Well, maybe that'll work for you, for Christ's sake, but you may be 1 and 2 that, vote for whoever the hell that Skankosaurus is. 540, what's up?
Your son's a huge faggot.
What?
Your son's a huge faggot.
What? Your mama's a what?
Your son's a huge faggot.
Your mama's a what?
Your son's a huge faggot.
Your mom's a what?
What? Your son's a huge faggot.
Your mom's a what?
Your son's a huge faggot.
Your mama says what?
Your son's a huge faggot.
Your mama says what?
Your son's a huge faggot.
Your mama licks what?
Your son's a huge faggot.
Your mama licks what?
Your son's a huge faggot.
Your mama eats what?
Your son's a huge faggot.
Just get this stupid idiot. I mean, come on, man. That's all you got? I mean, do you hear this? This idiot, that's all he can come up with is that stupid sentence fragment, for Christ's sake. Do you understand this? We are witnessing a lack of personality in the American youth, and it pisses me off, man. I'm sick of these dumbfounded losers in the American youth, man. I have major lulls because I could say Ghost is a huge faggot. I mean, you people have no personality. Why don't you rip one off, for Christ's sake, you idiots? You rip everything else off. You rip off the taxpayer. You rip off everybody. Why don't you just rip off a personality, you stupid moron? Jesus Christ, man. Sick of these no personality having dicks, man. Let me tell you something, God. Let's all have a prayer right now. God, you're listening in. This is actually my first prayer for 2012. But God, please, if you're listening, please bestow nothing but bad luck and misfortune on all the, space cadet jerkasses that have no personality, God. I'm serious. God, listen, you need to bestow cancer of the penis. I mean, you need to afflict these people, with devastation, with car accidents, whatever it takes, God, whatever it takes. Because let me tell you, these no personality having wastes of human life are making your creation look like a boring freaking carnival ride that nobody gives two rats' asses about unless the shit breaks down. And God, I know that's not why you created this earth. God, I know that's not why you created this universe. So God, if you're listening in, please, enough of the no personality, God, all right? We get it, all right? We get it. Enough of the no personality. Bring down more midgets, all right, instead of people with bad personalities. Bring down more midgets, for Christ's sake, all right? God, I hope that you're listening. You're probably playing spades with Satan or whatever the hell you do up there, but please, God, everybody with bad personalities, just get rid of them, all right? Just get rid of them. Amen, all right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sick and tired of bad personalities, all right? I'm sick and tired of it. I'd rather see more midgets, because at least when I see a midget, it's comical. It's funny to me, a little bit. With all due respect to midgets, of course. I mean, let's be honest, midgets. That's how you get paid, all right? That's how you get paid, midgets, all right? You get paid because you're little people. They put you in movies so we can laugh, all right? So don't take offense to the fact that whenever I see any of you little, dwarfs or whatever you call you people, I have to chuckle inside a little bit. You know what I mean? I have to chuckle inside because I know that God sent midgets down here as a punishment, all right? I'm not joking. I mean, he sent them down here as a punishment because if it wasn't, I'm telling you this right now, God would have only thrown about 2 or 3 of them down here we would have all had a few laughs, and that'd have been the end of it. You know what I mean? We would have put them on some sideshow. You know, we would have sent them across the world in some freak show cage or something, and that would have been the end of it. But no, there's a whole community of these little people. There's a whole community of these little people, for Christ's sake, man. And besides, I've said this time and time again, you know that you have been punished when you literally, your arms are like 5 inches too short so you can spank your own monkey, all right? You know, y'all seen this, right? I'm not joking. You know, don't lie. Don't lie. You've seen it. Their hands are coming out their armpit, for Christ's sake, man, and that's not a punishment? Jesus Christ. That's not a punishment? I mean, you know, that there are some people out here in Austin, Texas, believe it or not, that actually, have a service called midget tossing. I'm not joking. It's a little midget that brings an air mattress, and of course he brings in some big bruiser, you know, just in case, you know, some of these drunkards get a little wild with this midget. All right, they bring a bruiser, but believe it or not, they actually toss a midget into a freaking bed mattress, and that is a working gig for midgets. So don't give me this crap that it's not a punishment, all right? I mean, if you're a midget and you're taking offense to this, I'm sorry, pal, all right? I'm sorry. All right, as a matter of fact, one of my most favorite bartenders out here in Austin, Texas was a midget, all right? So, you know, that should make you feel better. Anyway, 646-652-4869. I don't mean to be talking about midget talk. We were talking about how Obama was buying all kinds of advertisements today, the Tuesday, the day of the GOP caucus, and he's trying to, prevent people from going out and participating in this caucus, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? I mean, he's advertising. Hey, wait a minute, hold on. I'm seeing people in the chat room. What? What did I say? What the hell did I say? We got people in here saying, oh, that's just too low, Ghost. I can't believe you said. What? What did I say? What the hell did I say? I didn't say a goddamn thing, and you know it. Stupid idiot, huh? Too low. There's nothing too low, for Christ's sake, except a midget and a urinal. That's what's too low. So don't be sitting over here pointing a finger at me like I'm the bad guy or something, for Christ's sake, all right? Stupid assholes. Anyway, hope all those midgets stand tall out there. That's what they deserve, you know what I mean? They deserve to stand tall and aim high for the sky, you know? Anyway, let's continue going. I mean, like I said, we were talking about a little bit of Obama, but let's move on to a different subject matter. We're running out of time here. Didn't mean to talk so much about midgets, you know. But anyway, and break down into prayer. But I want to talk a little bit about how the Los Angeles authorities have recently arrested the suspect in all those fire attacks all across Los Angeles and Hollywood. Yeah, have y'all heard about this? For the past 4 days, there's been some lunatic going around setting crap on fire, firebombing crap, trying to set L.A. on fire, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? They're trying to set freaking L.A. on fire. Now, that's not something that, you know, I'm going to shed a couple of tears over or anything. But the reason I'm bringing it forth is because who did it, you know? Who did it? I figured that it would be some kind of terrorist. I'd figure it was some kind of an anarchist. You know, you try to figure out people's motives, you know, why exactly they're trying to do L.A. and Fuego. You know, you try to figure out people's motives out here. But no, you know who it was? It was some German immigrant from Germany. Schlagen, Volkswagen. It was some dumb German kid with a receding hairline and a ponytail that was out there setting these fires, and the preliminary reports, you know, according to what's out here, is a possible motive, an alleged motive, is that the immigration bureaucracy of America was, planning on, extraditing, or not extraditing, but deporting, I should say, his mother. That's right, the immigrant bureaucracy of America was planning on deporting his mother. And Germans, they can't live without their mommy, you know what I mean? And decided that what he should do is L.A. and Fuego, and maybe, just maybe, that'll change, I don't know what, the immigration's mind? I don't get it. I don't get it. But what I would like to know is Mommy proud? Is Mommy proud that her son, her wiener schnitzel-eating son, went out here and firebombed half of freaking Hollywood so that, Mommy can stay in the country? I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. What do you think about this fire arsonist in Hollywood? What do you think about it? Area code 479, you're on the horn.
Hey, I don't care much for Hollywood, but you forgot to cover the SOPA thing today.
What?
The SOPA thing. You know, Sony and Nintendo are backing out.
Well, of course they're backing out. I mean, did you see what we did to GoDaddy.com? Did you see what we did to GoDaddy.com? I mean, their gums are still bleeding. So, of course, Sony and Nintendo are backing down from SOPA. Of course they're backing down from it, man. They don't want to lose capital. They want to lose money. Of course not. And let me tell you, I already told GoDaddy.com they want all those people that made the mass exodus from their damn domain name hosting. If they want them back, all they got to do is advertise on the True Capitalist radio broadcast $150,000 a minute, and I guarantee you they'd all start coming back. Are you kidding? They'd all start coming back. You know it, and I know it. So screw SOPA. And screw the IP Protection Act, screw the Defense Authorization Act, screw all that crap. Screw totalitarianism. It's all about liberty, but unfortunately you need an intelligent civilization to pertain and protect liberty. I meant to say sustain and protect liberty, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's get to the damn calls here. We're talking about the freaking, this German nutcase. You know what I'm saying? This Kraut that decided he was going to firebomb L.A. and turn Hollywood in fuego. I want to hear what you have to say about it. Area code 703, what's up? Jesus Christ, some idiot trying to give a blowjob over the phone, for Christ's sake. 540, what's up? Yeah, great, a Freddie Mercury fan, for Christ's sake. Yeah, you're not a glory hole server. Wink, wink. 718, what's up? What do you think about this arsonist? Hey, brother, that's so 2011. All right, so 2011. 773, what's up? Well, let's get some Skype callers in here. Hey, Skype, you better go, come up with something better, all right? Epic 435, what's up?
No, I'll tell you after.
What the hell's going on over there? Hey, Epic, you there? This idiot went to the crapper, for Christ's sake. Who else we got? We got Fruitcake Son. What's up?
Go. When are you gonna get a real job?
You can't even spoken, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Learn how to spoken. We got Moo. Are you there, Moo?
Yeah, Ghost. I got one quick question for you. You're talking about all this merchandise we can order from you. Now, if I order merchandise before January 8th, but I don't have a video up until January 8th, will you still follow us? Or do I...
No, of course. Are you kidding me? Look, let me break it down to everybody who's listening. As a matter of fact, shut down the chat room. Implement chat room martial law, engineer. All right, look, the bottom line is for all the folks that are worried if they purchase goods before January 8th but don't get it until later on, if they will still be followed by yours truly, yes, you will be, all right? Believe me, they give me a little bit of record on, when particular orders were made, on what days, on what time, so on and so forth. So if you purchase anything, and I do mean anything, from the True Capitalist Radio shop, and of course for all you folks that don't know where that is, it's at ghostpolitics.com, all right? Ghostpolitics.com. If you order anything from now until January 8th and you can't put a video up until thereafter, well, by God, I will still follow you as long as you purchase your goods before January 8th. And why January 8th, folks? Because that is the anniversary. Anniversary. That's right, folks, the anniversary of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. So that's why it's so important, if you're going to purchase any merchandise from the True Capitalist Radio shop, do it before January 8th. And even if it comes later, even if it comes weeks later, all right, as long as you purchase it before January 8th, and then you put a video thereafter, even if it's a month after, all right, I will follow you on my Twitter for life. Anyway, thanks for the question there, Moo. All right, I hope that clears things up for you, because let me tell you, you can purchase it just as long as it's made before January 8th. Anyway, go ahead and lift chat room martial law, engineer. Lift it, for Christ's sake, all right? All right, let's go ahead and continue going. We're talking about the Los Angeles authorities arresting the suspected fire arsonist. Once again, it's some kraut that's pissed off that his mammy isn't getting, immigration status in America. She's not getting her green card, and unfortunately this idiot, got pissed off, and the kraut went out and decided to firebomb half of Hollywood and put Hollywood in fuego. Anyway, we got Soldier Leaf Hat. What do you think about it?
Hey, it's your fan from Bulgaria.
From where? From Bulgaria?
Yes.
What's going on to the capitalists in Bulgaria, man? How you doing?
I'm okay, but I'm kind of in a bad mood because it's AM.
Oh, my God, it's AM. How early in the morning is it out there?
Almost 2.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's almost there. Are you drinking at least? Are you having a little bit of alcohol, having some wine or something?
Red wine, 8-year-old.
Oh, man, I bet you that tastes pretty smooth. What kind of wine?
Red.
Oh, man, red wine. That's bad stuff right here. Sing it with me. Stay close to me. I love you so much, red wine, because it makes the girls looser. Oh, you know it, yeah. Isn't that right, Bulgaria?
Yep.
That's right, man. Anyway, thanks a lot for calling. Once again, what's up to the damn capitalists in Bulgaria? What's going on? Anyway, thanks a lot for calling there, Soldier Leaf Hat. Let's take a couple more callers here relating to the Hollywood and Fuego, relating to some kraut, not getting a green card for his ma. Ham Bones for Caroline, which is a stupid name. What's up? You're on the horn.
Ghost, when are you going to get a real job instead of pretending to be a capitalist on a shit radio show for trolls? It must be pitiful being a 50-year-old fruity-ass fruit bowl son. It must be pretty ashamed of you. And also, R.I.P. Ghost.
Hold on. Calm down just a sec. Calm down. Take a deep breath. And say it a little slower so we can understand you there, fruit bowl. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Hambone.
All right, can you hear me now?
No, we can hear you. You just sound like you're talking so goddamn fast you're scared. You sound like somebody who just got busted in pot in the boys' room.
Okay, what I was trying to say, get a real job instead of pretending to be a capitalist on a shit radio show for little kids.
Let me tell you something, all right? I am a capitalist. First of all, fail troll, all right? Secondly, just to prove to you how capitalist I am, I drop $250 a month just so I can have this show, all right? So to sit over here and saying that I'm a failed capitalist and I'm doing this for the money or something of that nature is ridiculous, all right? It's freaking ridiculous. So eat my dick up till you hiccup there, fruit bowl. Well, then again, you might go towards it, so maybe not. Take about 10 steps back. Jesus Christ. Get him off, engineer. Get him off! Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me continue going, for Christ's sake. Who else do we got going on? 347, what's up?
Hey, Ghost, what's up?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, so was anybody hurt in the L.A. arsonist?
Well, according, there was nobody hurt in the in any of these particular arsonist fires.
So was that the guy's intention, or did he actually intend to hurt somebody? Because if he was really intending to hurt somebody, then that was an act of terror. Otherwise, he was just destroying property, which I don't see how it's affecting the government at all.
Jesus Christ, why don't you just go to law school and get it over with, son, all right? Don't be splitting hairs and say,
well, technically he wasn't committing an act of terror. I mean, technically he was just, basically committing vandalism in property. I mean,
you stupid idiot. Sit there and shut your mouth, all right? You're splitting hairs out here. What were you, his accomplice or some shit? Excuse my French, folks. I'm sorry. I just don't like people that are going to sit over here and try to take up for criminals, alleged criminals. Anyway, let's move on to another subject matter. I want to talk a little bit about hackers. That's right. I want to talk a little bit about hacksaws out here. It's about time hackers start putting forth some ambitious plans as opposed to just saying, hey, dudes, let's all take our zombie chain computers and let's denial of service attack this little stupid IP address and take it down. Yay! Yay! Let me tell you something right now. Hackers are finally starting to flex nuts out here. And I'm talking about the sophisticated hackers. I'm talking about hackers that really know what's going on, the potential totalitarianism that is afflicting the Internet. And let me tell you something right now. Much props to these hackers. Let's go ahead and talk about them for a second because this is a very ambitious plan put forth by a hacker group called the Hackerspace Global Grid Project. And for you folks that are unaware, this particular organization aims to launch an internet satellite network that will be non-censorable, if that's even a freaking word. No censorship whatsoever, all right? None. And what they're planning to do is send certain satellites that are created by hackers, believe it or not. They're actually creating their own satellites. And they're going to balloon them into space and try to catch the orbit, or at least somewhere around the orbits of these floating GPS satellites, so they can utilize the coordinates of the GPS satellites to keep this satellite network in play. So basically what's happening is that you've got hackers that are planning on launching satellites that they created themselves all across the world. And they are going to basically utilize the assets that are being delivered already by the GPS satellite systems, and they're going to utilize this to create an internet network, a private internet network that is basically rogue, that is not able to be manipulated by any governments. I mean, the only way governments are going to be able to censor this particular internet is if they actually sabotage their own satellites. You know, I mean, or if not, they're going to try to hack the system itself. You know? So once again, much props to these hacksaws that are out here going to send satellites into space to, try to create this new internet network. It's going to be an underground network, and unfortunately, folks, it's literally the bare minimum of what you need to connect to the internet. This internet isn't going to be filled with graphics. It isn't going to have all these goddamn GIFs and JPEGs and PNG files. You're not going to see all this. It's going to be like the way it used to be. And for all you folks that remember the old 1990s, 91, 92, 93 era, when basically it was all text. You know, you had to have ASCII type of graphic art to decorate your website at that particular time. You know? Y'all remember that? ASCII art? I'm telling you right now, that's the way it's going to be. So much props to the hacker group, Hackerspace Global Grid, for attempting such an ambitious plan. Now, whether or not they're actually going to implement it and actually going to go up online, that remains to be seen. But it's good to see that there's hackers that are doing more than just denial of service attacks and, breaking into proprietary hardware and software. You know what I mean? It's good to see that hackers are utilizing their skills, their just complete and utter knowledge of the technology field to do something that is beyond the ambition of the governments that they live in themselves. Much props. Anyway, let's move on to another subject matter, man. We're running out of time here. Let me talk a little bit about how Iran is flexing nuts with America once again, folks, all right? That's right, Iran is flexing nuts, and for you folks that are unfamiliar, Iran has already told America that it better not throw another aircraft carrier in the Persian Gulf or else. Yeah, or else. I mean, this is what caused the great spike today in the energy prices, for Christ's sake, man. And I'm telling you right now, if anything happens in Iran, if there's any type of military strike, any type of an invasion, you better guarantee that those gas prices are going to go up to $10 or $15 a barrel, probably more than that. All right? Unfreaking believable. But the United States is playing this down, of course. The United States is saying that the reason that they're trying to flex nuts is because the sanctions recently implemented on the country seem to be taking effect. It seems as if Iran may be getting itself desperate because of the sanctions. Moreover, it's closing off the pathway through the Strait of Hormuz, which is making them lose considerable amounts of profit. So this is what the United States interpretation of Iran flexing nuts. They're basically saying that the sanctions are working. I don't know. What do you think? 646-652-4869 is the number to call. What do you think about Iran flexing nuts? How about that? Area code 832. What do you think about Iran flexing nuts?
Hey, what's up, Ghost? It's Asho.
Ah, Jesus Christ. What do you want, asshole?
You saw my video, Ghost?
Yeah, I saw your video. Let me tell you something right now. I'm not going to follow you just because you taped a freaking printed out printer-based paper piece of crap on your shirt, asshole, all right? I know that you're probably wasting all kinds of money on tamales and bean and cheese. You need to actually buy the merchandise that is being sold on ghostpolitics.com. You can't just make your own shirt and expect me to follow you there, you Justin Bieber Mexican.
Dark Razor sold it to me, all right? And I also want to make a shout-out.
Yeah, well, who do you want to shout out? Who, Paco?
No.
Who do you want to give a shout-out to? Who do you want to give a shout-out? You want to make a run for the border or something? What? Who do you want to give a shout-out to?
Press 1 if you think Ghost is gay.
Ah, shut up. Get out of here. What are we, back in freaking 1995 AOL text chat, for Christ's sake?
Hey, everybody. Press 1 if you think the trolls in this room taking the pooper.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's enough, asshole. All right, go have a rubber tortilla or something, all right? We're talking about grown folks' business here, all right? That's what we're talking. We're talking about grown folks' business here, all right? Talking about Iran flexing nuts to America, which would have never have been done when George W. Bush was in office. I tell you that right goddamn now. 559, what's up?
I think the U.S. should just nuke Iran and get it over with.
You're stupid. Shut up. Just sit there and shut your mouth, all right? You're just some stupid idiot saying blanketed statements like that because it's real easy for you to do so. You're a stupid moron. Just sit there and shut up. Nobody cares what you think, all right? Let me tell you something. The country of Iran does not, it's not all against America. On the contrary, the majority of people, implement chat room martial law, engineer with these fruitballs in the chat room. Implement chat room martial law, God damn it. Anyway, in 2009, you had an Iranian revolution that was rising up against the Ayatollah, that was rising up against Ahmadinejad, but the United States just sat by and watched the Ayatollah just murder these people. All right? So to sit over here and say that we should just nuke Iran, hey, the Iranian people aren't against America. It's this disgusting, despicable, totalitarian, theocratic government called the Ayatollah, jerk dick. Jesus Christ, man. You see how stupid people are? This is stupid. This is stupid shitbag America that we're living in, for Christ's sake. This is what this is. This is shitbag America. More than likely, we should just go ahead and already succumb to the terminology that I used in 2011. And by God, we should use it in 2012. And I'm saying, welcome to Junkyard America. That's right, folks. Welcome to Junkyard America, baby. We're giving out food cards, baby. We're giving out housing vouchers, baby. We're giving out free health care up in here, baby. It's Junkyard America. right, welcome to Junkyard America, baby. Well, we're taking Obama's stash and we're giving it to the American people. You want free food, you want free housing, you want free health care, you want free child support, you want free everything, come on down. This is the new Junkyard America. Big brother government. Big brother government's taking control and you're sucking on the teat. Anyway, welcome to Junkyard America, and this is the way it is, and these people are just embracing it, they're hugging it, they're loving it, they could give two rats' asses about it. Jesus Christ, we were supposed to be talking about how Iran is threatening America, flexing nuts on America, threatening that any more U.S. aircraft carriers enter the Gulf, the Persian Gulf. I don't know, something will happen. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, let's move on to another subject matter. We're running out of time here. We're almost 6 minutes away from the top of the third hour, so let's go ahead and continue going. Did anybody hear about this dead body found at the Queen of England, her estate out there in England? Anybody hear about this? Anybody hear about the Queen of England's estate or the dead body found? Well, the reports are very, very sketchy, of course, because, hey, man, this is a dead body found at the Queen of England's estate. So, everybody's just kind of, tight-lipped about the whole scenario. But apparently, according to reports, this body had been out there for several months. There was some decomposition on the body. Rigor mortis, obviously, already done set in. So this particular body had been there for a considerable amount of time. And what's unfortunate is that somebody that patronized that estate, and who has exclusive access to that estate? Well, none other than the royal family. Somebody within that estate had something to do or knows something about this particular person's murder. And, of course, the investigators are talking about murder. I mean, that's what they're talking about. It's plain murder. And I wonder how Scotland Yard is going to deal with this particular precarious incident relating to the royal family. I'm serious. I mean, this is a very serious subject matter. I mean, the estate of the Queen of England in question is 20,000 acres, all right? 20,000 acres. So how the body was found was somebody walking the dog. I don't know if it's for the help for the estate or somebody visiting the estate. I don't know what it was, but they came across this body, and there it was, decomposed. And according to reports, it's a woman's body. It's a woman's body, so a lot of unanswered questions relating to the royal family. And, the first thing that I think, and this is my opinion, of course, there's no facts relating to this, but the first thing I'm thinking is Prince Harry. Prince Harry, God damn it, you had too much sauce or something? I don't know. I mean, you know as well as I, it has to be somebody relating to this particular royal family. I mean, they're the only ones that have access to this property. I mean, remember, the royal family is literally wired up with security. I mean, there's cameras probably everywhere across that estate. There's probably all kinds of, secret police, all kinds of authorities. I mean, all kinds of stuff to protect the queen, all right? So once again, I have no idea what's happening, but I'm very anxious to see what the Scotland Yard is going to do in this particular situation. What do you think about what happened at the Queen's estate? What is this, Clue? Are we playing Clue? Who done it? Who done it? 708, who done it?
My granddaughter, this despicable whore.
Yeah, shut up. 973, who done it?
So, Ghost, why are you flexing nuts with Iran?
Stupid fruit bowl. You sound like you want my nuts in your mouth, you stupid fruity-ass, over-feminine-sounded bastard. 902, what's up?
How's it going, Ghost?
Yeah, what's up, man? Who done it?
Sorry, I actually have a lot to say about this broadcast. Is that all right?
Well, go ahead. What's up?
Well, first of all, when you were talking about Iran and that situation, I think you are completely right when you say if George W. Bush was in office, none of this would be going on. I find Obama's just too much of a pussy when it comes to matters of military and such.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
Yeah, he doesn't show enough. It's almost like he's afraid to do anything, and George W. Bush was not. I mean, he showed some balls when it came to other countries.
You're damn right he showed some balls. Are you kidding me? I mean, people were scared shitless of George W. Bush. Are you kidding me? And that's why I'm saying, folks, this is my suggestion to the Bush family, and I'm sure they're listening in, at least some of the Bush family. What they should do is right after this Iowa caucus tonight and after the New Hampshire primary, I think that George Bush's son, George W. Bush Sr.'s son, Jeb Bush, should just come out and say, hey, I'm running for president, because you know as well as I there's not going to be a clear winner in the Iowa caucus and in the New Hampshire primary. There is not going to be a winner, all right? There's not going to be a winner. You know it and I know it, all right? I'm already calling that Ron Paul may win this Iowa caucus, you know? And if he doesn't, it's going to be by a slim margin, and he's going to get beat by Mitt Romney. But I believe that who's going to win New Hampshire is John Huntsman. You know, I believe it or not, I actually believe that John Huntsman has a shot in New Hampshire. And let me explain something, all right? John Huntsman is basically forgo. He just said screw Iowa. You know what I mean? He hasn't even considered Iowa. He hasn't even been campaigning out there. You know where he's been? He's been in New Hampshire. He's been out there getting all the damn kudos from all the main newspapers out there in New Hampshire. He's been going out there campaigning door to door, and I think that those particular campaign energies are going to pay dividends, in my personal opinion. But anyway, I think that no matter what happens in the Iowa caucus or the New Hampshire primaries, there's not going to be a clear winner. The base is not going to rally behind any of the people that win these primaries and caucuses. So I think that it would behoove, no pun intended, because I know there's a lot of bronies out there that are probably clopping their hooves, it would behoove Jeb Bush to just come out right after the New Hampshire primary and say, I'm running for president. I'm running for president, and I'm going to rally the base all around. And I'm telling you this right now, Jeb Bush would win the nomination coming in right after New Hampshire. I kid you not. And let me tell you, the Bush family has the political capital and the money to be able to pull off something of that nature. And I hope that the Bush family is listening in, because let me tell you, it would be an easy opportunity to bring a Bush back into the White House right now. All right? I mean, there is no rallying person in the GOP side. None whatsoever. And let me tell you something right now. When there's a Bush in the White House, I guarantee you right now that none of these people out here in Iran and North Korea and Pakistan, anywhere across the world, would be out here flexing nuts anymore. I guarantee it. All right? I guarantee it. They wouldn't be flexing nuts. Let me tell you something. The Obama campaign wouldn't know what to do. All right? I mean, they wouldn't know what to do. I mean, because the Bush family can go right at Obama's jugular as it relates to his stupid foreign policy and his stupid economic policy, for Christ's sake. So once again, Jeb Bush, I'm not trying to say he's the answer. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that this man has everything here, but let's be honest. We need security out here, all right? We need security. Everybody's bitch-slapping America, you know? They're bitch-slapping America. We have Iran flexing nuts, threatening us, saying that we better not put another aircraft carrier in the Persian Gulf. They hacked one of our freaking drones out of the sky. They hacked the freaking drone out of the sky, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you that right goddamn now. It wouldn't happen with a Bush in the White House. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, let's move on to another subject matter, folks. We're running out of time. We are already 3 minutes in to the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast. Go to the social networks, go to the forums, and go to the blogs, and spread it around! Spread it around! Spread it around like wildfire! And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, for Christ's sake, all right? Moreover, folks, do we have any Twitter shout-outs to be had here, engineer? Well, Well, for all you folks that are unaware, I'm going to go ahead and try this one last time. Because I know that the last time we had nothing but a bunch of jerk dicks that are out here, trying to make me look like a jagoff with some of these damn Twitter names. But of course, folks, if you want a Twitter shout-out right here, right now on the broadcast, all you've got to do is retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account, folks, and the Twitter account is Ghost Politics, all one word, no underscores, baby. It's right there in front of your screen. Ghost Politics, retweet the first tweet on that Twitter account, and by God, I will give you a shout-out right here, right now on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. All right, let's go ahead and get that started. Do we have any Twitter shout-outs to be had there, engineer? Well, according to the engineer, we do have a few shout-outs to be had out here. Let's go ahead and say them right now. Of course, retweet the first tweet, folks. Okay, we got Homo Queersicle in the house. We got Foos Roward. We got Mr. Hambone. We got Han Hanzo putting his hair on fire. We got Dan Weldon, LOL. We've got SoCal en Fuego. That's not funny, but I'm not going to get that mad about it because I don't really care. I don't like Los Angeles anyway, for Christ's sake, all right? Who else? We got Fluter Shy in the place, all right? We've got the Whoremaster. What's going on with the Whoremaster in the house? Long time no see. Who else we got? Engineer? All right, a couple of more then, all right? We've got Dr. Ghost. We've got Dusk the Youngins. We've got Emperor Reptile. Shut up. We got Flex Nuts at US. We have a real funny jerk, all right? We got Jim9349. We got Blue Slime Girl. We got the official Ashhole sitting here actually tweeting out, what's up, Ashhole? Jesus Christ, with that stupid Mexican Justin Bieber kid, for Christ's sake. I'd like to talk to his mammy. That's what I'd like to talk to. Anyway, we got Engineer Gimp. We've got Ghost 8 Tokyo. Yeah, shut up, all right? We got Brody the Brony. We got Poop Ghost. We got White Slime Boy. We got Grandma's Dildo. Shut up, all right? Are you idiot? Shut up. I told all you idiots not to talk about my goddamn... I already told all you idiots not to talk about my granny. And you idiots ain't listening. I'm warning you. I'm warning all of you right now. I'm warning all of you. Don't talk about my granny. Stupid assholes, for Christ's sake. It's the last time I'm saying it, all right? This has been a good Taco Tuesday so far, but this is the last time I'm saying it, all right? Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Don't talk about my goddamn granny. You understand that, you scumbags? As a matter of fact, that's it. No more Twitter shout-outs for you idiots. Stupid morons. How you like that, huh? How you like them apples, scumbags? Anyway, prior to that, we were talking about how a murdered body was found on the Queen of England's estate. We were talking about who done it, but it seems like nobody cares, so we're going to go ahead and move on to something else. I do want to talk about militant groups in Pakistan. Did anybody hear about this? They are now a united front. They have been urged by the Taliban, all right? All the militant groups in Pakistan, you know, all the people that are committing all these suicide bombings, all the people that are out there trying to destabilize Pakistan in an attempt to provide enough leeway for the military to throw a coup in that country. Well, a coup in Pakistan is getting that much more closer to a reality because every militant group within the southern Waziristan area of Pakistan, which is highly known tribal warlord territory in Pakistan, all right? They have now created a united front. All militias, all militants within Pakistan have now come together under a united front called the Haqqani Network. The Haqqani Network. That's right. You're going to start hearing about this Haqqani Network a lot here in the next couple of weeks. All right? I guarantee it. the Haqqani Network. And what this is basically the militant groups coming together in one group, one united front. And the reason that the Haqqani Network is, comprised of all these militant groups is because they want to try to overthrow the Pakistani civilian government. All right? And that was one of the prognostications that I prognosticated last year in one of the last shows of the year. That was going to happen in 2012, that there will be a coup in Pakistan. And that's going to be a scary situation. Because if Pakistan falls, and it goes to these Islamic extremists, which comprises most of the ISI and the Pakistani military, then you better guarantee that India is going to retaliate or is going to preemptively strike this particular group that takes control of the Pakistani government, because you know as well as I, there is a long dispute between Pakistan and India, and Pakistan has lost both wars to India. And you know they want some payback. All because of the disputed territory of Kashmir. That's all this is about. So once again, folks, all the militant groups in Pakistan have now come together in one united front called the Haqqani Network. And let me tell you, you're going to start hearing about the Haqqani Network more and more often as Pakistan starts depleting itself into a very precarious situation. All right, and I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a coup there. Whether it's successful, I have no idea. Anyway, once again, Haqqani Network, all right, united front at the urging of the Taliban, Pakistani militants. Anyway, let's move on. The rebel leader in Syria. Yeah, there's actually a rebel leader in Syria now. It's one of the defected Bashar al-Assad troops. He is now regrouped and actually has gotten enough troops of Bashar al-Assad in exile that he is threatening to go back into Syria and start causing some major military conflict. So no longer is Bashar al-Assad going to be able to kill innocent people, because now you've got a small group of rebels that are comprised of ex-Bashar al-Assad forces that are threatening to go into Syria and cause some major damage. So if you think that the death toll of over, 4,000 or 5,000 Syrians at this point in time now, if you think that death toll is going to somehow slow itself down or cease itself, you've got another thing coming. All right, so let me tell you, who I feel sorry for are these innocent people who have just been protesting and don't want to have anything to do with some sick-ass revolution that is going to cause nothing but death, despair, destruction, torture, anguish. I tell you, this doesn't fare very well for the Syrian people, and my heart goes out to those folks, because they did nothing to deserve this whatsoever. Nothing. But at the same time, the rebel leader, that's a Syrian rebel leader that is threatening to confront the military of Bashar al-Assad, I mean, these people need some kind of protection, need somebody fighting for them. So for the rebel leader that's out there threatening to increase the conflict in Syria, why don't you go right after Bashar al-Assad, all right? Why don't you go right after Bashar al-Assad and kill that son of a bitch? He's already killed almost 5,000 people, for Christ's sake, and that's why I'm calling for death to Bashar al-Assad. Disgusting human being who kills children and women just so that he can scare his people. Yeah. This is the same asshole, Bashar al-Assad. This is the guy who chopped off a kid's legs, chopped off a kid's arms, and put a kid's genitals in his mouth and deliver it to one of these Syrian villages just so that they can scare the bejesus out of people from rising up. This right here is Bashar al-Assad. This is this disgusting, despicable tyrant. And I hope he dies a horrible death. Piece of crap. Jesus Christ. Anyway, North Korea, folks, let's just go ahead and switch it up a little bit. North Korea has held a mass rally for Kim Jong-un. But believe it or not, folks, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you're seeing a lot of mixed messages out of Korea, aren't you? Right when Kim Jong-un first took power, Kim Jong-un sent a couple of signals and a couple of messages claiming that there could be some new ties between North and South Korea, but no, the military wasn't going to have any of that. The military reiterated, 2 or 3 days later, that nothing's changed between North and South Korea, that North and South Korea are still at war, or still, subtly at war. There's still going to be a demilitarized zone, and there was going to be no unification whatsoever. But this past weekend, South Korea is actually feeding into what I have suggested, that possibly Kim Jong-un wants a peaceful unification and wants to give his country a little bit more freedoms as opposed to being dictated to like a bunch of disgusting ants in an ant pile. And at least ants get to eat. North Koreans don't get to eat, for Christ's sake. You know that North Koreans, the majority of them, are eating second harvest? Second harvest. You know what that is? Huh? You know what that is? That means they eat their own shit. So, once again, I think that even though you've got all these staged events, they recently staged, yesterday, an event with 100,000 North Koreans supposedly pledging their allegiance to Kim Jong-un. And, of course, these are all staged by the communist bureaucracy within that country. They're trying to sit here and, put on the face that the country is rallying around the same idea that has always been prevalent within that country. But I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that, believe it or not, Kim Jong-un actually wants a little bit of peace. But I think that he may be held hostage by the bureaucratic system that is within North Korea. And believe it or not, that bureaucratic system is military. I mean, remember, Kim Jong-il spent over 65-70% of North Korea's GDP on military. So that is the system. The military is the system, for Christ's sake. So in my opinion, I think that Kim Jong-un may be just being told what to do. But Kim Jong-un, if you're listening, or if somebody who knows Kim Jong-un is listening, throw out some more signals. And how do you throw out signals without necessarily admitting defeat, without being recognized by the bureaucratic system? Well, do things that aren't traditional to Kim Jong-il's way of interpreting things or implementing policies or implementing foreign policies. All right? I mean, this is the same thing that was done during the time that the United States and China got together in the 70s. Believe it or not, there was no formal diplomatic dialogue between the United States and China when Henry Kissinger and Richard Nixon went to China. All right? I mean, there was no dialogue. This was all done based upon signals, based upon signs, based upon outgoing public messages, so on and so forth. All right? And that's what Kim Jong-un needs to do. He needs to show South Korea. He needs to show the international community that he's willing to be open to ideas that are no longer in affiliation with the prehistoric communist nonsense of his father and grandfather. And as I said, I think that that man is being held hostage by the military bureaucratic system of North Korea. And I hope that, nothing happens to the young man because I don't think that he is as sick as his father. And that's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, of course. But let me tell you, if I was some tyrant that was given control of the country by my daddy, and I was nothing but a spoiled brat, I was like Uday Hussein or something, I'm not going to sit over here and, be nonchalant like Kim Jong-un has really been. He's been coy and nonchalant in showing off his supremacy over the country. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't want to give too much freaking, time to North Korea. But oh well. Anyway, and we're going to stick with Asia here. Did anybody hear about China's ambitious space plan? China plans on, putting space station in space by 2017, I believe, 2017 or 2018. Plans on putting a Chinaman on the moon here within the next few years. Can you believe this crap? They already have a docking station for their space station. Now they want to go out there and colonize the moon. This is in their ambitions, man. They already put it out. They put it out that not only are they going to go and send a Chinese person to the moon, but they are also going to colonize the moon itself. And that's why they're building this huge space station that's not international. I mean, this is basically built from the government of China. The people of China built this. All right, so they're not affiliated with this little international space station that we like to all jock every time we send people into space. I mean, literally, China is doing this through purely autonomous methods. So, man, this is some serious business, man. I mean, this concerns me that Communist China is not only putting forth its own space station, but it wants to colonize the moon before the year 2020. I mean, it wants to send a Chinese colonist team to Mars by 2025, for Christ's sake. So this is scary, all right? I mean, this is really, really scary. I mean, it's bad enough that you've got Chinese government, building up its military with all the money that it's making from the international community, consuming its cheap products. This is some serious business. But before we move on to another subject matter, folks, you know as well as I, because Blog Talk Radio is broadcasted within the borders of China, we have to allow a rebuttal from a communist representative from China so that we can continue to be broadcasted within the borders of China, so they can basically rebuke anything that I have said in criticism of the communist government of China. And I hate to bring this guy every time, but is he there, engineer? Jesus Christ. Anyway, without any further ado, folks, Mr. Fortune Cookie, are you there, sir? Oh.
You see, you dumb American motherfucker concerned about Chinese space program. You don't need to worry about that, motherfucker. You don't need to worry about what the communist government of China is doing. The communist government of China is going to colonize space, motherfucker. We're going to send chopsticks to the moon, and there's nothing you American motherfucker can do about it. That's right. By 2020, we are going to be eating egg rolls on Mars, motherfucker. We're going to be eating egg rolls on Mars, and what are you stupid motherfucker American people going to be doing, huh? You're going to be here on this prison planet, while the Chinese people and the communist government of China explore the cosmos forever. And you want to know why? Because we own you, motherfucker. We own all your American debt. We own all European debt, motherfucker. And there's nothing you can do about it. We own you. We're going to come to collect, motherfucker. We're going to come to collect from your people. You wait till we colonize the moon. You wait till we colonize Mars, motherfucker. And all you people in here asking why we do what we do. All you people asking why we do what we do. We do it for Chairman Mao. We do it for Chairman Mao. We do it for Chairman Mao. Oh no. Oh no, my stomach hurt. Oh no. Oh no, my stomach hurt. Oh. Oh, bad egg roll. else to say. I am Mr. Fortune Cookie. Thank you very much.
All right, get the city dog. Get him off, for Christ's sake. It's the same old crap with that goddamn guy, man. Same old crap. Thinks he owns America. Oh, we own America. Yeah, you own dick, all right? You own nothing. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, that's about enough. I don't want to talk about this crap anymore, all right? I was going to go off on this child-killing epidemic that's happening in the United States of America, but people probably don't care. And the reason they don't care is because you know who's killing most of the children in today's epidemic, this child-killing epidemic in America? Their parents! Their parents are killing them. So it's not like most people even really care in this sick society. But I do want to reiterate this. Why is this happening? Why is this sick-ass America falling in line with this disgusting trend? I'll tell you why. Because they know they can get away with it. That's right. They know they can get away with it. They saw Casey Anthony literally get away with disgusting, despicable murder. They saw that broad in Texas here chopping off her kid's fingers and eating her leg or whatever that broad did. She got off on postpartum psychosis. Oh. That other broad in, close to Dallas, whatever the hell her name is, she drowned her 5 kids in her bathtub. Now she's out there hopping the town, clubbing, doing whatever the hell she's doing, for Christ's sake. I mean, these people that are killing their kids witness this, folks, and that's why they think they can get away with it. I mean, this past summer that passed by, and every summer that comes about, I always say around April or May, I always say that we are going to see a spike in people conveniently leaving their children in their car. Oh, my God, this is such a big summer epidemic, and it makes me sick. You want to know why they leave their child in their car to bake to death and to die? Because they know they can get away with it. All they got to do is throw themselves into some hysterics like, oh, I can't believe I left my kid in the car. I can't believe it. And before you know it, they'll just mark it up to an accident and another dead kid in the dust, you know? I mean, people know they can get away with this crap. I mean, what I don't understand is these people that claim to leave their kids in the car, they don't leave their purses in the car. You know, they don't forget to comb their hair. You know, they don't leave their wallets in the car. They don't leave their cell phones in the car. They don't leave all these stupid little things in the car, but the baby, Jesus Christ, I forgot the baby was in the car. Jesus Christ, what a joke. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, what a joke. And let me tell you something right now. We need Charles Bronson. That's who we need. We need Charles Bronson to go out and start implementing Charles Bronson-like activity to these disgusting, despicable parents that are killing their children and are able to get away with it because of this dumbass technicality, all right? I mean, where's Charles Bronson, Mr. Majestic? Where are these guys? Where are they, man? Jesus Christ. Anyway, I was supposed to talk a little bit about these goddamn TV and radio hosts that are ripping me off. Did you hear Howard Stern this past New Year's, for Christ's sake? I mean, is this guy not blatantly trying to rip off Radio Graffiti? Is he blatantly trying to rip off yours truly, for Christ's sake? Hey, Howard, you suck. You're old. You're an old piece of trash, all right? Let me tell you something right now. It's time for some new blood, and you're looking at it right here. All right, you're looking at it, you scumbag. Let me tell you something. You know what? 5 minutes alone, you and me, Howard. 5 minutes alone, I'd kick the shit out of you, man. Just please. I'll let you throw the first punch. Just please. 5 minutes alone, I would kick the crap out of you. You know it, and I know it. Jesus Christ. Stop ripping me off. Freaking Howard Stern. Stop ripping me off. Alex Jones. Stop ripping me off! Blog Talk Radio host, stop ripping me off! All right, stop ripping me off, for Christ's sake. I'm always always replicated, never duplicated. You can sit here and try to rip me off all you want to, but let me explain something to you. The reason that you're not as effective as this man right here is because you idiots are putting on an act. You know what I mean? We can hear the act in your voice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can hear the act in people's freaking voices. I can hear the nonchalant approach as they're talking into the freaking microphone, all right? I know it. So you can sit here and try to rip me off all you want to. When people listen to the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, when people listen to Ghost, they know they're listening to some real conversation. They're listening to somebody who actually means what he says and says what he means. Not sitting here trying to put on a front and, I'm listening. Shut up! That's why I have tens of thousands of capitalists that listen to me throughout the world. And let me tell you, the fan base is growing. And the reason it's growing is because I'm not some disingenuous prick, all right? I mean what I say what I mean, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's it. I don't want to talk about anything more, all right? As a matter of fact, I don't like the way you people are talking to me in this damn chat room here, you scumbags, all right? I don't like the way you're talking. As a matter of fact, implement chat room martial law, these scumbags, all right? I'm not going to sit over here and let these people sit here and talk garbage to me on the damn chat room, for Christ's sake. I'm not going to let you idiots sit here and besmirch my show. You sit there and shut your stinking hole, and you speak when I speak to you, boy. You speak when freaking spoken to, you stupid scumbags. Don't sit over here and try to become text chat warriors and think that you're badass and try to flex nuts with me. You sit there and shut up. You sit there and speak when you're freaking spoken to. You stupid text chat warrior pieces of crap. You're lucky. You're lucky this ain't no goddamn bar room, you son of a bitch, because if it was, I'd be stomping your teeth so far down your goddamn throat, you'd be able to chew what you had for breakfast this morning. You son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me tell you something right now. I could end this show right now, all right? I know it's Taco Tuesday, and you know what that means. On 6th Street, it's $1 you call it. That's right. All over 6th Street, the bars are giving out their alcohol for $1 you call it, baby. I could be on 6th Street right now. But I'm going to do this for a little while longer. I'm going to see what you milky lickers are going to do, for Christ's sake, for the first show of 2012. I'm going to go ahead and transition to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast. And I'm talking about Radio Graffiti. That's right, folks. It's that time where the spectators become part of the spectacle. It's about that time for everybody to start participating in the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and I'm talking about none other than Radio Graffiti. And how this is done, it's very simple. All you have to do is give me a call. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. And when I call on your area code or on your Skype name, you will have exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that you have to say on your mind, for Christ's sake, here on Radio Graffiti. And before we get into anything else, make sure to let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect in the house. Go to the social networks, the blogs, Twitter, Google+, Facebook, and let everybody know that Radio Graffiti is in effect, baby. Radio Graffiti is in effect. And let them know. All right. Let's go ahead and let's go right to the callers. Let's take it from the middle, for Christ's sake. 712 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land.
Yeah, shut up. Some idiot from Canada, for Christ's sake. Go hump a dead moose and shut up. 214 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's about time we start talking about compressed air for commodities.
Yeah, shut up, you stupid moron. Why don't you take some compressed air and shove it up your ass? 503 Radio Graffiti.
What's up, Ghost? How's your butthole?
It's pretty tight and, exit only. 516 Radio Graffiti.
Okay, I want to make a shout out to Cameron and to all you text chat bronies. Screw Fluttershy, okay? and just say Applejack's the best.
All right, we got some 8-year-old brony, for Christ. I mean, you know, I'm starting to notice a trend here with these 8-year-olds calling up, for Christ's sake. I mean, how are you idiots even finding this show? How are you 8-year-olds even finding this show? Is Ashhole going to like kinder cares and pre-K and posting this crap? And what the freaking kids, man? Freaking kids. I mean, where are the parents? Where are the parents, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. 8-year-old kids, man. I didn't realize that was a main portion of my demographic, for Christ's sake. I mean, hey, Hasbro, why don't you try to, buy some advertising on the broadcast? I'm sure it'll pay you off dividends. 606 Radio Graffiti. I mean, well, why are you going to mix me with, like, the fruity phase of the Beatles, you know? Why are you going to remix me with that? Why don't you remix me with, like, one of the Dangerous songs, you know what I mean? Like, helter-skelter, when I get to the bottom, I'll go back to the bottom, slide in. I mean, just something like that, for Christ's sake, man. You know, or Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. That's a good song, by the way. Anyway, 702 Radio Graffiti. Hey, asshole. Take about 10 steps away from the freaking microphone, all right? It's not your father's penis. All right? Jesus Christ. 540 Radio Graffiti.
I'm glad you're different, you know?
Shut up, all right? Shut up. I've already heard that goddamn splice. Shut up. 971 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost Comrade, I have a question. How can I profit of this Pakistani coup?
How can you profit off the Pakistan? Is this Nikolai, the fail troll?
What's this Nikolai?
Or not the fail, worst character of TCR?
Yes, it's me. It's Nikolai.
Well, you're not going to be able to profit off the coup in Pakistan. As a matter of fact, if anybody is going to be invested in Pakistan and there's a coup, you're going to lose money.
What? How? I want to sell my AKs. My Kalashnikovs.
Shut up, you stupid idiot. Shut up! You're probably going to be helping the terrorists selling Kalashnikovs and AKs to these goddamn militants. Shut up, Nikolai. Go drink some vodka and get drunk like you used to do. Who else we got? We got 416 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I got a bit of a joke for you.
Hurry up.
All right. Well, if a male brony is called a brony, what is a female brony? A sissy.
A bronette? What?
A sissy.
You stupid idiot. Major fail. Can we get a major fail on that stupid asshole engineer, for Christ's sake? I mean, put a major fail. Jesus Christ. I mean, just major fail, man. Oh, my God. Don't do it anymore. Don't do it. Jimmy Kudos, Radio Graffiti. Well, I mean, it sounded kind of cool, I guess. 646, Radio Graffiti. Shut up, stupid Russian goddamn national anthem, you damn commie bastards. 917, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, your grandma was in that happy hour last night. I need my pootie tang. Where's that bitch at?
Pootie tang? Is that what you called it, pootie tang?
Yeah, I need that bitch.
I mean, what are you, a Chris Rock fan or something? Pootie tang? Are you serious?
Yeah.
You stupid fruit bowl. You know why? You want to know why you call it pootie tang? Because you're taking in the pooper. Am I correct?
Yeah, by your grandma.
Of course. You see, that's all there is to it. You see how easy it was for that fruiter? He was like, oh, yeah. 512 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, Austin Vibrator, for Christ's sake. 206 Radio Graffiti. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be... What, stalker? You're young. Used and abused, my asshole. You son of a bitch. I never said that, you sick son of a bitch. I never said that. You know it, and all the true capitalist listeners know it too, for Christ's sake. I'm not letting you ruin my Taco Tuesday. I'm going out and getting me some Vegetas after this. 908 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Grandma's boy.
That's stupid, you idiot. Shady Player, Radio Graffiti.
You put Mr. Fortune Cookie on the line, now put Mahmoud.
I'm not going to put Mahmoud because you said Milky Liquor, all right? Just sit there and shut up. 720 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, you're frickin' Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. 760 Radio Graffiti.
Aha! See? You're not a ghost at all. You're some kind of gay clown, apparently.
Yeah, shut up. All right, 252 Radio Graffiti.
Yo, Ghost, I wanted to give a shout-out to a couple people. Well, actually, just press 4 if you think Ghost is gay.
Shut up, man. What are all these kids? Where are all these kids coming from, man? God damn it, man. Freaking daycare's listening to this shit. Got freaking daycare's listening to True Capitalist Radio, for Christ's sake, man. Freaking daycares. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Freaking mic, for Christ. I got all this crap everywhere, for Christ's sake, man, because he bring that goddamn broad, that Mexican broad to come in here and Consuela and, clean up the joint. 916 Radio Graffiti. Shut up with the freaking remixes, man. Over 9,000 remixes out there, I'm telling you. Suspicious Tumbleweed, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what's going on, Ghost? Happy Taco Tuesday. I was hoping I could tell you something about SOPA real quick. I know you didn't talk about it today.
All right, go for it.
All right. Now, this is going to be another one of my stupid analogies. It's about ice cream sandwiches, all right? So, you go get your ice cream sandwich. You need to get refreshed. You grab your ice cream sandwich. You go to bite your ice cream sandwich, and then the two cookies on the top slide together, and your ice cream just shoots out the other side, and it ruins it. That's how SOPA makes me feel, is when that happens to my ice cream sandwich.
Well, that's a pretty good analogy there, Suspicious Tumbleweed. If you want my personal opinion, SOPA is such a big pain in the ass, it's like a sticky shit. So, we're on the same line sort of there, you know what I mean? Thanks for calling in. 619 Radio Graffiti. Right, we got a trumpet player. We got a trumpet player in the house, man. Why don't you play it? I know that's you know what, that 619, I'm willing to bet money that you're a mariachi. Are you a mariachi?
I'm sorry, Ghost. No.
You're lying. You're a mariachi. 619. You're in San Diego. I'm putting money on the line that you're a mariachi. Hey, if you're a mariachi, more power to you. It's a cash business, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, Anyway, 610 Radio Graffiti. Hey, shut up, all right? Shut up with those freaking remixes. 571 Radio Graffiti.
Hello.
Who is this?
Zacko.
God damn it, asshole. How many freaking numbers do you have, man?
10.
Get this idiot. Get him off. Go chew on a rubber tortilla, God damn it. 479 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, yeah, so I want to give a shout.
Yeah, too bad, all right? Just sit there and shut it, all right? Exara Hawks, Radio Graffiti. Oh, yeah. Late December back in 63. Jesus on my big old wee. Yeah, what a night. What's up, man? What's up, Azara?
Not too much, man.
Hey, man, we're all appreciative that you're here today. I know you said that possibly New Year's Eve was your last show, but we're all glad to see Exara Hawks here, man. Cheers.
Well, I actually posted a new tweet saying that I'm making some schedule changes so that I'll be able to be here.
Awesome, man. We need you. You're the TCR penis, for Christ's sake, man. You're the capitalist penis. I mean, we need you, Exara. We need you, man. Although we do have a trumpet player out of the 619 that's sitting over there, trying to use his mariachi skills to take your place, but no one can replace Exara Hawks, right? Anyway, who else we got going on? Let's take some more callers here, folks. 646-652-4869. We got 478, Radio Graffiti.
What's up, baby? It's the Ghetto Ghost calling from the 213. Ghost, what you doing?
God damn it. Don't call yourself the Ghetto Ghost, all right? You can call yourself the Ghetto Capitalist. Don't ever, and I repeat this, don't call yourself the Ghetto Ghost. What the hell do you want?
Man, you like my brother from another mother, Ghost. But I know it's Radio Graffiti. I just want to give a quick shout-out to, everybody out there who's about to start college and they're getting their Pell Grant. I want to give a shout-out to everybody who got their EBT recharged on the 1st of the month. Tax season's coming up. Everybody with a kid, $3,000 a kid on that tax return all day,
you son of a bitch. Shut up! Just shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Damn it! Fucking hate that guy, man! Freaking hate that guy, rubbing it in the faces of capitalists throughout the world, man! Freaking $3,000 a kid, you stupid, dumb, disgusting breeder, you... $3,000 a kid, rubbing it in the capitalist faces out here, you disgusting, useless waste of human life. Piece of crap. And I bet you money he's going to get a stupid little tax return and go put $3,500 on a blue pit bull puppy, for Christ's sake. And stop choking that kid, too, ghetto capitalist, you wannabe ghetto ghost jerk dick. 248, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, I just wanted to say that my son says he is very grateful, and he says you are a great gym teacher. He says that you are...
Shut up, all right? I'm not a freaking gym teacher, and that is the fakest Indian accent I've ever heard, for Christ's sake. Why don't you eat some curry and then call up, and then maybe it'll be a little better. All right, 562, Radio Graffiti. Yeah, we can't even understand you, for Christ's sake. 336, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's me, Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm bringing all my Thomas fan base into this show. So, yeah, you've got SpongeBob's, Care Berries, and now Thomas fans. So, well, what do you think about that, dude?
Why? Why are you doing
Because, dude. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm a nice person. Thomas the Tank Engine, it's not as girly as My Little Pony, but granted, it is a good show, but still, it's more manly than these other shows. SpongeBob sucks now.
Jesus Christ, you Asperger's having man, children, kids, for Christ's sake. God damn it. 720 Radio Graffiti. And freaking Helen Keller deaf mute. We got Mr. Tacos, Radio Graffiti.
It's me, Mr. Taco. Happy Taco Tuesday. Your acting is better than Tacos. Rest in peace, Ghost. He died from cancer of the cock.
Now, shut up, you stupid dumb idiot. You don't even sound Mexican, You sound like some wannabe cracker that, probably your dad is banging some bitch that he met at a hump bar, and you want her to be your mammy, so you're trying to, get the little ethnic twang going on. Get the hell out of here. We got Alpha Unit, Radio Graffiti.
You're listening to Alpha Unit on Radio Graffiti, on True Capitalist Radio,
Okay, whatever the hell that was about. How about Josh Dill, Radio Graffiti? You sound more like a dill hole from where I'm standing. All right, No Job, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, man, I just wanted to say, first point, I am the only king of Mexicans, man.
Shut up, all right? Shut up. I mean, haven't you heard the song, asshole? Haven't you heard the song? Hey, engineer, throw on the song for this idiot. Apparently he doesn't know. I mean, apparently this asshole hasn't heard. He hasn't asked around. I don't know, but he needs to start recognizing. Throw on that song, engineer. Throw it on. True Capitalist Radio is a I wanted you and him to talk about Lorasa. You know what I'm saying? Tacos, Tuesday. Tacos, Tuesday. Tacos, Tuesday. Tacos, Tuesday. Enough, all right? Told you to cut off the ham bone part, asshole. Anyway, you heard it right there. I am now the king of Mexicans, all right? And everybody out there knows it, all right? I am now the king of Mexicans. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and throw in some Mexican music just to show how down I am with the old bunch of the Mexicanos out here. Let me show you how down I am. Let me go ahead and throw in some Mexican music, engineer. See what we got here. Oh, yeah. Does everybody hear this, huh? I told you I am now the king of Mexicans, for Christ's sake. All right? As a matter of fact, let me stomp my feet and do some for Lorico for Lorasa out there, all right? Here, look at this. Y'all hear it? Y'all hear it? I'm stomping my feet. I'm doing for Lorico, for Christ's sake. I'm doing for Lorico. Does everybody hear this? I mean, this should prove to all that I am the king of Mexicans, for Christ's sake. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do one of those Mexican yelps. Oh, yeah. Let me do a little bit more for Lorico just to prove that I'm down with Lorasa, all right? Here. Arriba, ese! Arriba! All right, that's enough. Turn it off, engineer. Shut it off. I think people get the point, all right? I am now the king of Mexicans, and I deserve the respect accorded that title. 832, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, you make me so hot, yeah?
Yeah, you stupid fruity ass. 918, Radio Graffiti. Yeah, damn Helen Keller, deaf mute, for Christ's sake. Texas Troll, Radio Graffiti.
I did. I really did.
Ghost, Alex Jones.
And I'm gonna tell
Herman Sugar Cane. Herman Cane.
Shut up, all right? Just sit there and shut your mouth. All right, 718, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what's going on?
Just sitting here doing Radio Graffiti there, Ash Munch. The Chiz, Radio Graffiti.
My old man is a pretty asking. What's My Little Pony about?
Shut up, you goddamn brony bastard. Shut up. The Rock, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, how about them Cowboys, man? Can't wait to see them in the playoffs.
Fuck you, asshole. All right, shove it up your ass, you stupid jerk. Stupid jerk ass. sit over here and talk that crap. Shove it up your ass, all right? It's because of Tony Homo, all right? It's the reason why Dallas isn't in the playoffs. Freaking Tony Homo. Lost to that half-tarded Manning, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus Christ, it makes me sick. It's all Tony Homo's fault, and you can tell him I said that. Jesus Christ. Shove it up your ass, all you people that are laughing. Oh, the Cowboys go. Shut up. Just shut your stupid hole. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Son of a bitch. Sitting over here trying to rub it in the face over here. Trying to rub it in my face. Well, I'm going to rub it in your face. I'm rubbing it in your face, all right? Let me tell you something. If you were in front of me right now, I'd take, one of those horse turds that are out here in the floor of rural Texas. You know what I'm talking about? Road apples. All right? I'd take one of them and just shove it right in your freaking face, you stupid moron. You just sit over there and laugh at me about it. Shut up. Stupid assholes. I'm telling you, you guys are pissing me off. You are pissing me off. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's take a couple of more callers here. We got 614 Radio Graffiti.
I did not have sexual relations with that one. I have for decades through life.
What the hell? Is this the tub guy, for Christ's sake? Are you listening to me in the tub again?
I'm just hanging out with Mr. Clinton and Kane. You know, a couple sexual deviants, like a real capitalist.
You son of a bitch. Just shove it up your ass. Shove it up your ass, tub guy, all right? Stupid asshole. Who else do we got? We got area code 417, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I want to tell you about my newest capital endeavor.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What do you want? I mean, didn't we call you on Christmas Eve and get you in trouble with your mammy? What are you still calling me for?
Well, I want to tell you how I went to your chat archives and downloaded all your episodes and put the MP3s on disc, and I sold them for $10 each.
Yeah, well, whoever bought them from you was an idiot, and I'd renegotiate that money. It's probably counterfeit. Jesus Christ. Don't call over here again, or I'm going to call your mother again, all right? I'm going to call your mother again and tell her what type of white supremacist, disgusting piece of trash that you are. You're lucky that I wasn't more vocal about who in the hell you really are there, brony. 303 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. I just want to say something. Yeah. Oh, wait. Just give me a second. Shut the fuck up! Don't talk.
You sick son of a... I mean, I'm not doing this anymore. We got assholes who are trying to, hey, look at me. I'm downloading MP3s. I'm putting them on CD. I'm selling them for $10. We got that asshole over here. We got some idiot sitting here killing his kid. You know what? There's 2 more minutes. I'm just going to start throwing random numbers up, all right? When I call your number, you're on. You can say whatever it is that you have to say. 571-269.
Oh, yeah,
412. 412.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's German.
I like your big,
floppy
penis.
914. 914.
Give me that butthole. Give me that butthole. Give me that butthole. Give me your right penis in my tight butthole. Give me that butthole. I just want to Go, give me your address so I can go over there right now.
Bunch of laborers. You have no personality.
I'm going to look it up.
You have no personality, so I'll be ashamed of yourself.
I'm going to pee in your butthole.
They're fighting up, all of them. Look at them, they're fighting up. Y'all hear them fighting up? You all hear them fighting up, for Christ's sake? I'm so fresh you can suck my nut. 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 Suck my nut. So fresh you can suck my nut. I'm so fresh you can suck my nut. I'm so fresh you can suck my nut.
Mommy
After
left the
science.
about off the driveway this morning.
After
I'm so
science.
pretty. Let's go fruity Ghost. Come on, fruit up with me, Ghost. Fruit up with me, Ghost. Yes.
Seems legit.
Come on, Ghost. Come on, let's fruit up.
Alright, take them off, Edric. Get them off.
Fruit everything up.
Get them all off there, Edric. You take them all off, for Christ's sake. Anyway, folks, that is it for today's show. I'm going to be here tomorrow, same place, same time, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And make sure to follow me on Twitter, folks. The Twitter name to follow is Ghost Politics. All one word, no underscores. All right, here it is on the screen for you. All right, make sure to follow me on Twitter. It's the fastest way to figure out when I'm going to conduct these broadcasts. All right, and you'll be the first one to know. Not to mention that, it's pretty lulls-worthy following yours truly. Anyway, archive episodes, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Thank you for listening, and we're about to get off the air. Thank everybody for listening, for Christ's sake, and I appreciate it. Anyway, we are now officially off from the live show. We are now going to do a little bit of after the show Radio Graffiti, just a couple of them, all right? Here we go, 913 Radio Graffiti.
Did you know that Michael Jackson loves you very much?
Yeah, shut up. Speaking of Michael Jackson, did anybody see New Year's Rockin' Eve on ABC, for Christ's sake? I mean, Dick Clark, once again, coming out there making an ass out of himself. As a matter of fact, since you brought up Michael Jackson, let's go ahead and play Michael Jackson's impression of Dick Clark on New Year's Rockin' Eve. Go ahead and play it, engineer. Play it up right now. Let's hear what Michael Jackson's best impression of Dick Clark is. Go ahead.
When people leave the show, when people leave my show, I want to say, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. Go. I've never seen nothing like this. Go. It's amazing. He's the greatest entertainer in the world. I'm taking that money. I'm really children's.
All right, I think people get it in here. Shut him up, for Christ's sake. All hooked up on all those freaking narcotics, for Christ's sake. I mean, that is Michael Jackson doing his best impression of Dick Clark, and Dick Clark made it official this past New Year's Rockin' Eve on ABC. He said that, hey, I'm not, oh no, that's not how he said it. He said, I'm not doing something like this. So, it's good to see that in 2013 or 2012 New Year's Eve, we're not going to see old stroked out Dick Clark because, I mean, I don't know about you, but that's not how I want to remember Dick Clark, all right? I don't want to remember him like that, but he wants to shove his stroked out face in our holes, so, what are we supposed to do? 412 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I have about $500 that I was thinking about buying silver with. Where do you buy it at?
Believe it or not, I would go on eBay. That's like the fastest, quickest, easiest way to be able to obtain silver below market value or at market value. Moreover, I'd also look at, maybe some of these places on the television that claim that they can actually give you physical silver, physical gold, so on and so forth. But in my personal opinion, I would go right to the pawn shop. Because, believe it or not, the pawn shop actually marks up their jewelry based upon what they paid for it, based upon the purchase price. They don't go and mark it up the price of the actual market value of the gold and silver. So, believe it or not, you can go out there to the pawn shop and accumulate a bunch of scrap gold, a bunch of scrap silver for pennies on the dollar. And especially if you have cash on hand. If you have cash on hand, you can be able to talk down the price, negotiate the price, because remember, you can haggle at pawn shops, all right? But, eBay, ain't too bad. As a matter of fact, I am starting to not just accumulate physical silver in bar form, but I'm also starting to accumulate coinage. I think that coinage, believe it or not, is one of the biggest hedges that is underappreciated at this point in time by the investment community. So that's my personal opinion. I'm out here, hooking it up with some rare coins, some silver bars, of course, some gold coins, whatever it might take. I mean, once again, I have made gold and silver 20% of my portfolio. And I strongly advise people to entertain that same process. 813 Radio Graffiti. Oh, my God. I just barely said that like 10 minutes ago, man. I barely said that like 10 minutes ago, and they already got a freaking remix of it. God damn it. I mean, this is what I got to live with. This is what I have to deal with every time I broadcast the show. This is the kind of crap, man. This is the kind of crap. Jesus Christ, anybody else would have gone insane. Everybody else would have given up by now. Jeez, give a freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Who else do we got going on over here? 971 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost Gumlet, he never answered my question. Also,
Shut up and go OD on vodka, you cockeyed Russian bastard. 610 Radio Graffiti. Man, over 9,000 remixes all over the internets. Jesus Christ. 831 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, hello, Ghost. You could call me Ching. I'm a Chinese person.
You know, that you're a little young to be that type of that type of racist. Right? I mean, that's a little racist, don't you think?
I'm not trying to be racist. You're the racist one, you nigga.
Hey, I'm not racist there, you little 8-year-old prick, and you better stop talking that way, or I'm going to call your mammy late tonight and make sure she hears this. Do you understand that?
Okay, and see you later, Ghost.
That's right. Sit there and shut up, you 8-year-old brat. 623 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I'd like you to listen to my asshole.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Jeez, I dropped the microphone, for Christ's sake, man. I was so disgusted, man. You people are sick, you know that? You're a sick group of people in here, you know that? A couple of more, and then I'm out of here. 617 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost is in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, shut up, all right? Nobody needs to know that until it comes out. Another wizard, Radio Graffiti.
The category is people who annoy you. 5 seconds, Mr. Marsh.
All right, I'd like to solve the puzzle. Niggers!
Oh, you son of a bitch. That's it. All right, that's enough. These people, they're trying to make a mockery of my show. They're trying to besmirch the True Capitalist radio broadcast, and I'm not going to let them do it. I'm out of here, all right? All right, you'll be lucky if I come back, all right? You'll be lucky if I come back. I'm getting the hell out of here. You know what? Lock down the chat room, engineer. Lock down the chat room on these racist... These people are besmirching my shit. You freaking hate you. You sick racist pieces of cyber vermin troll terrorist crap. I hate you, man. God damn it. Shouldn't even have to be taking this crap. I shouldn't even have to be taking this crap. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. My heart's beating like a rabbit. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just sick and tired of you jerks, man. I'm just sick and tired of you assholes. I mean, you get me angry. You people get me angry. God damn it. Christ, I mean, that's it. That's it. Stick a fork in me. I'm done, engineer. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. I don't care. I don't care how many people are still listening. I don't care how many people are in the chat room. I don't care. sit here and continue any longer. Get me out of here, for Christ's sake, these stupid scumbag pieces of ungrateful troll terrorist cyber vermin crap. Get me out of here.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central, or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.